You're live. Okay, there we go.
Good
Shane, kick it off.
good evening, everyone. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. What's going on? What's up with it? What's good?
I know, right? Um, for today, of course, we're going to talk about something related to Valentine's Day. But before that, let me give a shout out to Slick Rick in the house. Thank
What's
you.
up with it, Slick Rick?
Yeah. And just to refer to your comment earlier, if I pop a wheelie using my granny bike, I'd pop my patella.
Probably, probably. Let's real quick. Let's get this. If we get a better picture. Oh, that's a little better.
Yeah.
A little better. A little
Mm,
bit more clear. Okay.
yeah.
All right. So real quick, let's do the intro. Slick Rick, look, you might be. Oh, Jason Mundy is in the house. What's up? Happy Valentine's Day,
Happy
Jason.
Valentine's Day.
Well, just a couple rules real quick. Please keep it polite. Please keep it cordial. When you come in, hit the like button, please, as you come in, just so the YouTube can catch the algorithm can catch our video. Appreciate that. Yeah, no insulting. Don't no threatening and nothing like that to
Mm,
us, please, or nobody else in here. It's
no.
all friendly. It's all
Mm,
good. We're just having a good time. And what else? What else did I miss? Um, one more thing. One more thing. Sorry. Look, we never ask, we never solicit. What do you call them? Super chats. Nobody's gonna be mad if you guys offer a super chat or if you send one, but we're not gonna solicit super chats, so it's just what it is. But they're always appreciated, and we'll leave it at that. Cheng,
yes.
I'll let you do the moderation from this point forward, and I'll
Okay.
jump in.
Yes. So our question for today is related to our poll question we posted a few days ago. How important is Valentine's Day to you? Yes, you as our audience.
You know they can hear you. You're live now,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
you don't have to do
Yeah.
acting.
I'm not acting. This is just
Yes, you.
you,
Yeah.
my
Okay.
normal
Okay.
self.
All right.
So the results of the poll told us that 47% said that it's just another way for making the marketing machine to get my money. 47%. That's kind of
For
big.
making the market. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right. And
Yeah.
what's the next one?
The next one, 32% said, I don't give a F about Valentine's Day.
That would be me.
Are you sure?
I'm all of the above. I'm actually
Yeah,
I'm not
I'm
all
a
the
little
above.
a
Okay,
little
go ahead.
of
Yeah.
both. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 11% said my partner really cares, so I pretend that it's important to me too. And then last but not the least, 10% said it is an important day for me and my partner to share together. So before we proceed, let's give a shout out to Jacques Payne.
Jacques.
Jacques.
Yeah.
Jacques. Oh, my French.
Okay.
Jacques Payne. Lawrence Richardson. Men's Daily. Excuse me. Excuse my French. Okay, so
Man, the jokes, man, the jokes. It's like editing a video. Come on, man.
no. Okay. So happy Valentine's Day to you, Jason, Jacques, Lawrence, Men's Daily. So yeah. So Men's Daily, what's up, room? And I guess this is an open mic Q&A tonight like the usual.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's open mic. Whatever you want to talk, whatever you guys want to talk about. We have a couple of topics in mind that we were going to start with. But look, whatever you guys want to talk about is whatever we want to talk about. So if you guys have questions, we got answers. Any question is always okay, and we'll always do our best to answer those.
Yes, but just in case we prepared questions for you so you can chime in the discussion. So kudos to you both for pronouncing my name correctly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That French class paid off in high school and college, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And me watching Madeline. You know Madeline, the
Yeah, I
cartoons.
remember. Yeah, I remember.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lawrence Richardson said, y'all squeeze checking in. I don't celebrate Valentine's Day because if you need one day for me to tell you I love you,
Exactly.
then you won't get it
Exactly.
no other than a gift.
Exactly.
You said it right.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's my point exactly.
Mhm.
Right? You need I do all of this stuff all year long for you
Mm,
to show you that I love you.
mm.
But on one day
Day.
that somebody else designated, I'm supposed to do something special all of a sudden.
Mm.
Anyway,
Yes.
I've missed me with that. Missed me with all
Okay.
that.
So hi, Michael Rogers.
Right.
hello to you. Welcome to our live stream. If you just came in, please don't forget to hit the like button and or press the heart button or any react button.
John Armwood is in the house. What's up, John? John Armwood, I want you to know that I'm going to be in Georgia, Georgia/South Carolina. The days are April 16th through the 24th. April 16th through the 24th. So let's get together. I know we can connect off channel, so we can connect and maybe we can make that work out.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. All right.
Jason said, you have to read your partner's interest. My wife and I have been together for 26 years. Wow.
Yeah.
26
Hey,
years.
kudos. Look, seriously, I mean
Mhm.
that's serious. And 26 years is,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
You deserve applause for that. I mean,
Yes.
more than applause, right?
Men's Daily said, here's my question. Is celebrating Valentine's Day as a couple in the Philippines similar to celebrating here in the USA Matrix, or is it a totally different ball game? I can only speak for how we celebrate here in the Philippines, and then Richie would tell you the the similarities. So probably I think for the most part it's kind of similar because you can see balloons and flowers everywhere, a lot of business minded people selling flowers, balloons and stuffed animals everywhere. And a lot of stores here, especially the Dunkin' Donuts, all the stores that sell sweet stuff, they get overly decorated. Even Jollibee. I went to a few Jollibee stores yesterday, and then they all designed for Valentine's Day. So I think it's a thing. Mostly for younger couples, I think, but for older couples, I don't know really.
I don't see much difference between how we celebrate it and how they celebrate it. I don't see a difference at all, to be honest. The short answer. John Armwood's in the house. Cool. David Double OH. Great show, guys. Keep it up. Appreciate that, David. And Dorson, Mike Dorsainville. Dorsainville is. Tell me if I'm correct in that. Tell me if I'm pronouncing that correctly, Mike. Mike Dorsainville. Valentine's Day is overrated. I totally agree. In my home, it's Valentine's Day and that's how it should be. That's how it should be. Look, I'm doing stuff for you. You doing stuff for me. We're taking care of each other. That's how it's supposed to be. Why I gotta buy you cake on Valentine's Day? I don't buy you cake no other day.
You
Maybe not cake, huh?
no,
Maybe not
you
cake.
buy me ice cream every Monday.
Ice cream. I buy you others. You eat up half my food. Okay, a good portion of my food.
Okay,
So
not
I buy.
half.
Yeah, do I cook for you?
Yes.
Yeah, I cook for you, right? You cook for me.
Yes.
Okay, right. We do that every. Why should it be special on Valentine's Day?
Yes.
I'm with y'all. I'm 100% with y'all. But here's my question. Who has a different point of view where like Valentine's Day is everything? And was it Old Vet who said? Who was it who said that it was a big deal for them, for him and his wife? Was it Vet?
I can't remember who, but
I think it was Vet who said it was a big deal for him and his wife because they went through a lot the previous year.
It's BYL.
It's BYL, that's right. Because he went through a lot with his wife the previous year, and they wanted to celebrate, or him and his girl, and they wanted to celebrate bouncing back from all of that. And I respect that, but outside of that, yeah, I'm curious to know who really cares about Valentine's Day. And if you do, I'm not making fun of you. I'm not making fun of you. I just want to know why is Valentine's Day a big deal for anybody?
I think it's only for the most part. I see a lot of young couples like dating or courting someone. When you're courting someone, this is the time for me to show off, give her a bouquet of flowers and all that. Yeah.
Social media.
Yeah.
Again.
So and also the influence of social media. You take a picture of the bouquet. You feel like a girl on this special day. But
show off to your girlfriends and all that.
I got the.
Yeah, why do I care what your girlfriends think? Like I'm dating them, right? Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. So I remember my students saying yesterday they're like showing off. Oh, I got plenty of flowers. Received flowers from a lot of guys.
Yeah.
So it's as if they get clout from it.
Exactly.
When you carry a bouquet of flowers. To be honest, I don't really mind getting, but I don't really mind getting, but if you're going to give me a flower, it should be in a pot.
You made the biggest deal about me not giving you flowers.
No, I don't
It-
like flowers to be honest. But if you think of, giving flowers to me, I prefer a flower
I got
that's
you.
okay.
I need to get you. I'll be looking crazy.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm
All right.
not
Yeah.
looking
Look
crazy.
like you got
But
slobber.
because
Slobber.
I think that flowers, the act of giving is cool, but eventually the flowers is expensive. Don't let me talk for a bit, okay? 2 minutes. Yeah. So I think the act of giving is cool, but practically speaking, the flowers will dry for after.
So turn them upside down
I
and you keep
know.
them as a memento.
But the better thing to give your girl is to give a flower with a pot so that it stays there for weeks,
I feel you.
you
I got
know?
you.
So I'm just thinking about practical things, and
I feel
you
you.
know me, food, I'm happy. Just give
Right.
me
Right.
food.
Yeah. Yeah. You got food, right?
Yeah, I got food
You
and
got
I'm
food. You got
happy.
a whole hankin plate full of food
Mm.
and a big ass
Banana split
banana
where I
split
ate two spoons.
that I ate most of. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. All right. If you have your girlfriend close by, it works better. But when it's long distance, it's a little harder. I agree with that. It makes a huge difference if you are there with your girl versus being away from her. So I definitely agree with that. Um, Mike said I got the name right. Yeah, nice. When are you
Mm.
guys coming to Davao City? Mike, is that an invite, bro?
Mm.
If that's an invite, I'm telling you, you're looking at two people or at least one person who loves to travel, who loves traveling,
I also like to
and who
travel.
can afford to travel.
Oh,
Um,
grabe.
or has the time to travel. How about that? I'll put
Okay.
it that way.
I have
Yeah.
both.
Yeah. Right.
Don't have that time and don't have the
Yeah.
money.
We can make it happen. We
Okay.
went to Ilo.
Yeah.
Right. We can make it happen.
Thanks to
Yeah,
you.
Davao. Yeah. Look. What thanks to
Sorry.
both of us. But look, we went to Ilo. Mike, if you're sending out an invite, bruh, don't send it out if you don't mean it, because we will come to Davao, bruh. I'm
Yeah.
just telling you. I'm just
You'll
telling you.
be surprised.
Yeah,
We'll be at your door knocking.
yeah, it is not that far, and I know for a fact that it is not expensive. So yeah, so don't say it if you don't mean it.
Before we miss it out, thank you so much, John Armwood, for your Valentine's Day super
Oh,
chat.
thank you, Johnny. I
Thank you so
appreciate that.
much. Yeah, and Slick Rick said, I think it's overrated and just another to make money off of people. I think this is one of the marketing days, and also a lot of flower shops. This is like a season. Flower shops get, yeah, flower shop gets most profit during here in the Philippines. They get
Mother's
Mother's
Day,
Day, Valentine's
Valentine's Day. What
Day,
else?
Day of the Dead, because we celebrate
Okay,
a Day of the Dead
all
here
right,
in the Philippines. So yeah, so I think those are specific days where the flower shop gets the most profit out of it. Yeah.
right. Yeah, Mike. Just to get back to you real quick, bruh. Um, the price is $57 round trip, so that is not something that's going to deter me from going to Davao, bruh. So if there's
Mm.
an invite there, let me know, because
Mhm.
we'll make that happen really quick. Yeah,
Yeah. I,
especially if we can get you on camera. Yeah.
mhm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Anyway,
so going back to what David said, that it's harder if it's long distance. I think what uh what the partner would appreciate would be the effort of, trying to do a voice call or video
yeah,
call with your partner during this special day, because whether when your partner does something for you, you as a woman, I appreciate it a lot, even if it's a small gesture, because the fact that he gave some effort, because effort is
hmm,
very important.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, got you. I hear you.
Yeah, so anyway, Men's Daily said, so it's about the same as here, but except without the attitude, entitlement, and high levels on appreciation of what your man has done for you in the Philippines, like here in the USA Matrix.
I think, bro, I think it's the same. I mean, maybe not the attitude like you said, but I think the huge thing is bragging rights for women. I think it's all about
The
clout. I
same.
think it's all about bragging rights.
Mhm.
To my man is this, my man is that, and it's just making the woman feel like she's special and she gets to
Mm.
brag to other women.
Mm.
And
And
I think, go ahead.
yeah,
Sorry.
sorry. I don't think it's really like I don't know for some women, because me and my best friend are like joking yesterday, because we're not really big on Valentine's Day, and then
Mhm.
we're joking that we're going to have darts and then pop all the balloons because a lot of people are carrying balloons and then
You angry about
no,
Valentine's Day?
no,
You
because it's
always
all
trying to
it's
spoil other people's
no,
stuff.
I'm not trying to spoil. We're just joking about it, because we're trying to be like a little bitter. I'll
Yeah,
pop your
y'all
balloon.
bitter. Yeah, damn.
Did
You
you
just
drink
like
like
y'all like
bitter juice?
yeah, you guys like Donald.
No, now because I understand for younger couples, it's like a
Yeah.
thing because it's social
Don't be
media.
bitter. Be hating on people, hating on happy people. What's the name
I,
of the dude who we just hey
Donald.
no not Donald, not our good friend Donald. Slick
Negative.
Rick. What's the name of the dude that I was having a conversation with?
I
What's his
remember.
name? What's his name?
YouTube deletes.
YouTube deletes. Yeah. Yeah, well, you hating on people like YouTube deletes, just hating on happy people.
No,
Yeah.
we're just joking around,
Come
but
on, man. You
yeah,
let
but
people be happy. Let people be happy.
I jokingly said to my student, "You want me to carry some of it?" Because she's already having a hard time carrying the bouquet of flowers, but she's
Yeah.
pretty. So I think a lot of admirers, this is their chance to give or to show that girl that you know. Yeah,
You're pretty.
thank you.
You ain't pretty right now.
Sorry, that's my throat is really
Yeah, you kind of yeah.
taking a toll on me. All right,
Yeah,
so
yeah, he was angry about nothing. Just
mm,
you just came coming on to hate, dude. Who
you too.
does that?
I don't
Who does
know.
that? But you know what? That's going to be the second part of the second
Mm,
hour because I want to talk about that a little bit, not necessarily him, but just kind of want to talk about that. Yeah.
mm.
So what is it?
Valentine's Day is a huge cash grab for small
Huge
businesses.
cash grab. Yeah.
Huge, I
Right.
think.
Uh,
And yeah, very true. So that dude was angry about nothing.
yeah, he was seriously angry about a damn
And
not a damn
he
thing. Yeah.
he just chose what he wanted to
Yeah.
hear.
Yeah,
We
he's
didn't
like,
say
yeah, he's like
yeah.
picking stuff and like, dude, nobody even said that.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll talk about that in the next hour.
Okay.
Anyway, so do we have anything else about Valentine's Day?
Yes, we do. We
Okay,
do
what's
a
the
lot.
next question?
So, what's the most memorable Valentine's gift you've ever given or received?
That's a good question.
Mm.
Does anybody have like a memorable gift or gift that they received or that they gave? But while we're talking about that, that's my other beef about Valentine's Day
Mm.
is that people have this thing all twisted like it's about the woman receiving, like it's just about the woman receiving, and I don't think so. I think the woman should do something for her man
Yes,
too. The
exactly.
woman, it's not just about the woman; it's about both parties, about both
Mm.
people in the relationship doing stuff for each other, not just for the woman
Women
to get
receiving.
get stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So that's
I
my other beef about it. Is they always
mm,
make stuff about women because they try to make dudes feel guilty.
yeah, I get it. But for me, when I think about Valentine's Day, I think about always getting something for my man, like a package of everything he needs. It's not going to be given on Valentine's Day, but I'm thinking of
Yeah.
getting him something that could be, it could be whether he gives or not. For me, I really wanted to give him extra for this day because for me it's I know I show you almost every day.
Him. Who the hell is him?
I
Yeah.
think I almost show you almost every day how much I care about
Yeah,
you
he's
and
pretty
how
cool.
much I love you. But
Yeah.
I think on Valentine's Day, it is also one way of, you're spending money on me. Why not spend money on you also? And I know
Right.
you got your needs and yeah, just basic things that you need,
Right.
especially when you can afford it.
Right. So no answers on the Valentine's Day gift.
I don't.
So skip to the next question because we're
Uh,
all men.
hmm,
I don't see any women in here, so
hmm.
some of this stuff doesn't.
But did you receive any specific like something that memorable to you that you can remember associated to Valentine's Day? No, not really.
No.
Mm-hmm. Okay, how
No.
about you
People
guys?
just you already asked them.
Okay,
Apparently,
no
yeah, they're
response.
not getting done. Yeah, American women are most American women are selfish, and they have this whole thing like it's all about them. Like the Valentine's Day is all about them, and not vice versa.
Mm,
And Jacques said no,
mm-hmm.
right? I don't know, and I don't want to speak for everybody else, but my impression is that there's a lot of women at home that they have it completely misconstrued, like it's all about them,
Mm.
not about the man. And I think it's about both. I think it's
Okay.
about both. I'll give you a quick shout out for like doing stuff not just on Valentine's Day, but you was doing little stuff along the whole week, and like you got me the nice stuff, and I appreciated that. But that's what it should be. It's not about one thing, but for women, it's about if he doesn't do X, Y, or Z, then he doesn't love me enough. He don't care about me enough. So yeah, I'm miss me with all that. Yeah, Slick Rick said nothing worth remembering. Next question.
Next
Yeah.
question. So I think we already answered it, but if you let's skip to the next one because this is already answered. How do you feel about Valentine's Day when you're single? Do you treat it like any other day, or does it make you feel some type of way?
I'll start, and
Mm,
we can let them answer. But
excuse me.
um, for me, I don't care. I don't
Mm,
care. I mean, the poll says what the four questions in the poll. I definitely believe it's just a marketing ploy.
mm,
Number two, I don't give a f about Valentine's Day.
mm.
And number three, the only reason why I did stuff for you is because you try to pretend like it doesn't matter, but I know it matters to you. I know it does matter. And you said if I didn't do nothing, it wouldn't have mattered. But I don't believe that for a moment. I think if I hadn't done nothing at all, I think you would have been disappointed. Your feelings would have been hurt a little bit, and that's why I still went out and did some stuff for you anyway. But in honesty,
Thank
it
you.
doesn't matter at all. I
Mm.
couldn't give a damn about Valentine's
Yeah,
Day. Yeah,
but to be honest, I just I already told you you don't have to buy me anything.
I know what you said.
I just want to spend time with you. That's it.
I know what you
Yeah.
said.
So and all the food is well appreciated
I
because
know
I
what you
got a
said.
full stomach.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah,
Yeah,
so I think it's
but don't you get that on a whole bunch of other days of other week
I
too?
do.
Yeah. So
So I
what was the difference between yesterday and any other day of the week?
none.
There was none. There was
No,
none,
no
and it
difference
shouldn't be
at
right.
all.
Yeah, cough that bone up somewhere. Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, it's my when I start laughing, it
Mm.
gets itchy and
Right,
then
me too. I get the same thing. It's always on this side. John Armwood said it doesn't matter to him either, right? I mean,
mm,
I especially if you're single. Now, if you have a partner, again, I made it. I made something out of it because I think no matter what you say, I think it does matter to you. And
a
so I
girl
made
is a
something out.
girl.
Yeah, a girl's a girl. So I made something out of it. But I don't really give a damn.
Mm,
I really don't give a damn. You didn't do anything different for me than you normally do for me, and vice versa. And that's how it should be.
mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So
Next question. What you got for the next
so
question?
I
Yeah,
think we
we're
were
men. We don't.
passing.
Yeah, this the demographics, right? We don't care about men. Don't
So
care about Valentine's
so
Day.
for men when you're single, so it you don't really feel some type of way when you don't feel bitter. But I guess for most women, this is what we me and my best friend were doing yesterday when we tried to play bitter because a lot of haters when they see flowers and balloons, they would I'm gonna pop that balloon. You know?
You know what? I would that would make me mad though. I mean,
What?
because it's special for me.
Mm,
You know, if somebody came along
mm,
and popped
mm.
your balloon, you know, if I bought you balloons
Pop the
and yeah,
balloon.
and somebody, yeah, that would piss me off. I spent my hard-earned money
Mm-mm.
to do that for you, and
Mm,
you know, I would be a little upset. But I
yeah.
mean, but yeah, I'm not getting hot about
When you're a hater, you're a hater.
that. Yeah, yeah. Don't you might hate in the wrong place and mess around and find out.
Mm.
Messing with me. Um, right. Okay. So
So
Slick
Slick
Rick
Rick
said,
said it ain't that big a deal. It's just another day for hold on. It's just another day for me. Back in the day it was a bit bigger.
yeah, yeah. When
How
you're
come it's big?
because you're young, because you're
Ah,
young,
okay.
yeah, and women and young women care about dumb shit. Sorry, and young women care about dumb stuff like that.
Mm,
Superficial stuff.
mm,
They care
mm.
about superficial stuff and stuff that really matters, right?
Hey
Okay.
Mr. Sean, welcome to our live stream.
What's up, Mr. Sean?
And don't forget, if you just came into our live stream, don't forget to hit the heart react or the like button and keep giving us some love. Oh, and Mr. Sean said LDR is difficult today. We are both alone. Well, she is with the kids, so that makes me feel better.
Right. Yeah.
Mm,
Long distance relationships are tough,
mm,
especially for on important days, anniversaries, birthdays,
mm,
when you want to show them, you want to do something special for them. That does make it a little tough. I hear you.
mm. Yeah, and Mr. I think this is Mr. X.
It is Mr. X.
Yeah, Mr. Happy International Hawk Swap.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it should. That's what it should be, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's exactly what it should be.
I
Yeah,
think it's really tough for you to show your love. But of course, if if your girl is happy with little things, I think what is more appreciated would be the effort of calling her or doing a video call, at least, longer than usual,
exactly,
maybe.
exactly. Yeah,
So
spend a little extra time doing
mm-hmm.
something. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's just me because it's my love language is quality time.
Oh
Oh man, are we going to
man, dude.
talk
Oh,
about love
seriously.
languages now?
Yeah, man. We all know you have all 17 love languages. Yeah,
17 na.
yeah,
Okay. So, hi, Anders Pedersen.
yeah,
Pedersen, yeah. Finally managed to get off work and get on
yeah.
the live stream.
Andrews, I got a question. I got a question because this is your name is a Scandinavian name, and I have this stupid stereotype about Scandinavian cats because all the ones I know are just massive dudes. How tall are you, bro? I'm just curious. I've never met a Scandinavian dude that's less than 6 foot ever, ever. They're
Really?
usually just huge, and they're always fun cats, dude. All of them. All right. Okay. All right. Jesse Moore's in the house. Valentine's Day is the second Mother's Day or female holiday. See, okay, so Jesse, that's kind of your point of view, and I appreciate that. Anna said, no, right. Okay, all right, interesting, Anders. Okay, okay, so Jesse said it's like a second Mother's Day. It's a female holiday, so that's how he feels. Okay, so there's
Okay.
people who feel that way too. Okay,
But
cool.
I'm more into giving flowers during Mother's Day because it's your way of, other days, it's more of for me making your mom feel a little more extra during Mother's Day.
I'm with Mother's Day,
Yes.
but I mean,
Like for
yeah,
example, you take all the chores,
mhm,
mom, you just sit down,
yeah,
relax, and then I'll do all the cooking because
right. In China they have a Children's Day.
Children's
Yeah, they
Day.
got Children's Day in China. Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously, I'm not kidding. Yeah, there's a
Mm.
Children's Day. But anyway, hey, this is something to note because
Mm.
Mister, I always say Mr. X,
Mm.
but it should be Mister, right? You're supposed
Mm.
to ignore the X's. Good looking out. Thank you for that. We'll keep that in
Okay.
mind when
All
we're
right.
writing and when we're talking. Thank you.
What
All
is
right.
up, sensible
What's
man?
up, my man?
Welcome.
Right? All right. How are you guys doing? We're doing pretty good. Glad you
Yes.
could drop in. Glad you could join us. Make sure
Mm-hmm.
you hit the like button on the way in. And all right. Okay, and Anders is a farm dude. Okay, but Anders, I know you can't be. You cannot be less. You've got to be. Okay, all right. I've never met a Scandinavian cat that's less than.
Really?
Never in my life. I'm telling you, some of those dudes are like just freaking massive. Like they're like 6'5", 6'7", like 300 and something pounds.
Yeah.
But they're not like all fat. They're like just huge
Bulky.
dude, like Vikings. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
like freaking
Oh.
Vikings. Yeah,
So
yeah.
I
But and
probably
they're
be under
always
the.
fun dudes. Always fun dudes. Never met anybody from Finland, Norway, Denmark, Sweden, any of those countries that was like a mean dude or just kind of a jerk. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, and receive gifts.
So
64 and only gifts 3 times. Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, how come, how come y'all don't come up? And I'm not saying you. I'm saying
okay.
y'all.
Mm.
You speak for the women. I'm speaking
Okay.
for them. We're here. We're here, right?
Okay.
Yeah. How come y'all don't come up and do something for us?
I don't
For all the
know.
stuff we're providing and protecting every day of the year. Y'all need to come up and do something for us.
I don't know. That's why on Father's
I'm out here
Day.
getting mad.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. I apologize for all the women for not giving you stuff on
Right.
Valentine's Day. Yeah, but I think most especially during Father's Day, I think that's one day to honor the men in our lives.
Right.
So I think that's a big deal for me. Father's Day and Mother's Day to honor your parents, especially here in the Philippines because we honor our parents.
Right.
So Slick Rick said, say Richie or Cheng, can you elaborate a bit on what Mr. brought up on the comments about the crime of passion law in the Philippines?
Yeah.
Passion.
If she don't
Sorry.
put that bone out. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm really having a hard time talking. But to be honest, when you're caught in the act of doing the deed with another man,
You're going to prison.
yeah, you're going to prison.
You're going to prison. You're going. Honestly, this is the deal. And let's be real for a quick minute.
Mm.
Switch the conversation. here's the deal, and this is why I'm always saying there's way too many women here in the Philippines to be messing with a separated woman. It's got to be one of the questions you ask her: are you married or separated? Because if she's separated, and a lot of women won't volunteer that, they won't. You got to pin them down. You have to ask them directly: are you separated? If she's separated and you are, let's just say she's been separated for months or years. If you get into a relationship with this woman, you are having a sexual relationship with this woman, you get mad at her or you break up with her and she's mad at you, all she needs to do is go to the police. All she needs to do is go to the police and say, this dude, and I'm sorry to say, but they will lie. They will lie on you. They will lie. People here, it's a face thing, it's just a cultural thing. Some people here just don't have a problem lying. And all she needs to do is go to the police and say, this man had sex with me against my will, or he had sex with me, period. It doesn't even it and she is married, and you're going to go to jail. You're going to go to jail. Regardless, you're going to go to jail because you had sex with a married woman, and that is legally, that is adultery.
Yeah, and also when you're caught in the act, and then the husband
Yeah.
caught you, you might end up cold, and
Yeah, he can legally off you. Legally, he can off you and walk away,
Mm-hmm.
and nothing's going to happen to him.
Yes.
That is real. No jokes about it at all. He has the legal right to off you, and it doesn't matter that they haven't even been together for 10 years. Not to mention, and just the other thing too, is that there's a lot of scams. There's a lot of scams where the couple, even though they're divorced, they're separated, she'll get into a relationship, do some stuff with you, and then tell her husband, she'll tell her husband when it's a shakedown. It can be a shakedown to where she says, okay, we're going to meet, me and this foreign dude are going to meet at this time at this place. And the husband will show up, knock on the door. This is my wife. That's my wife. And he'll shake you down at that moment and if you don't pay, the police will come and you're going to jail. You're little, and I'm not saying exaggerating going to, you are literally going to jail.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
Also, just a quick tip for guys who come in here and then just invite women in their place. So especially if you haven't vetted that woman carefully, they can easily make up stories and then say that he had intimacy with me against my will, he hurt me, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So do not be alone with a woman you don't know, especially on your place,
Yeah.
because they can easily report you
Yep.
to the police. And then she's the Filipina, and the side of the police will be always
on the local
on
person.
the local person.
Always. All you have to, if you make her mad, if you just anything, she can so quickly turn that into some BS, and things can go sideways really really quick. So you have to vet careful. It's not like home. It's not like home where you can break up and you say some crappy stuff to her. She says some crappy stuff to y'all. You do this and that's it, and then you go on social media. No, she can go to the police. Hell hath no fury like a woman's scorn over here. She can go to the police. She can go to local people and say, he did this, and this to me, even though it's BS. They don't care about none of that. They're going to believe her regardless. Regardless.
And you might be even on a talk show. It's called the Rafi Tulfo. If you're familiar with it, you'll get televised, and then it's like a Jerry Springer type of show, and then you'll get confronted, and
it's not good.
It's not good.
Yeah, it's not good. Sorry, go ahead.
So it's better not to invite people, especially when you're alone with that person in your place, when it's your word against hers, and you always consider your safety first. Okay, so please vet that woman really carefully and make sure that she's not gonna put your safety at risk or anything like that.
And let me take it one step further. Just a great piece of advice for the fellas in this chat. If you're with somebody or you meet somebody and you get here and you decide, she's just not the one for me. I just don't want to rock with this girl. Don't be a jerk. Don't be a jerk. Be nice to her. Be kind to her. give her cab money, taxi money. I mean, break up easily. Don't be a jerk. Don't because you this or your box stinks or don't. That might be the reason, but don't be a jerk. Just make it as easy as possible for her. Let her walk away with dignity. It can save you a lot of trouble because she can make your life miserable being here. So just let her down easy, be nice, be whatever. Hey, I just don't feel like it's working. Here, I just don't. I don't want to move forward. Let me get you some money for a taxi so you can get home. Here's some extra money. I appreciate you coming here. Whatever. But just as easy as possible because it will help you in the long run.
Yeah. So John Armwood said on Valentine's Day, women give chocolate to men, or on White Day, men give gifts for women in Korea.
In
Okay.
Korea. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I got to ask about that or do a little research. I never heard of White Day. Okay. It's kind of scary for me. I gotta be honest. White Day. Okay.
So Mike said you have to remember when you're with a Filipino, they're celebrating all the major holidays.
Right.
We have a lot of holidays
There's
here.
There's like a holiday every week, bro.
Yeah, every month.
Week, yeah.
Every month.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Like in this month, speaking of, on February 25th.
There was just a holiday last week because of the
Liberation Day
Liberation
of the
Day, yeah.
But on February 25th, it's the EDSA People Power Revolution. So, yeah. So, it's a holiday for Muslim. So, ask for that Senemar and go with her
to get it. Yeah, go with her to get it. Don't be ashamed to ask for it. It's okay if she gets all twisted and upset. That's her problem. If she has nothing to hide, then she doesn't need to worry about it, right? Yeah.
So she shouldn't be like making it a big deal to get a Senemar if she's not hiding anything.
Yeah. And Mr. said officially verify. Yeah. Look, the very first thing I used to do is, are you married? Ask it point blank directly. So you can't play with words. And if she said anything but yes or no, I would ask again. Are you separated? Have you been married before? Because I'm telling you, they will dance around the question. They've been asked a million times. They have a million different answers, and they will try to dance around that question.
Oh, and also one thing, you can check on their Facebook because a lot of Filipinos are really into Facebook. You can check the Facebook account, and then if you look at the older posts, because you cannot just delete posts or tag pictures. So when someone tagged you, like for example, I remember one subscriber where he said that uh she's flirting with another dude, and he verified it using the Facebook. So I guess if you want to find out, you take a look at the pictures, constant person in those pictures.
That's one way, but the problem with that is you already know. What am I going to say?
People here have
multiple accounts. Absolutely. People, I'm telling y'all, it's something that we don't even think about in the US. At least I never did. People here have 3 and 4 different Facebook accounts. So I don't know that that's necessarily a good way to do it, because people have multiple Facebook accounts and they're only going to give you the one that they want you to have. So that's my only argument with that. I'm not saying it's wrong, but I'm just saying there's ways around it.
Could be of use, but again, Okay. So also
Apollo, I gotta make a trip to Dumaguete, bro. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I've never been to Dumaguete. I've been to Cebu. I've been Malapascua out there, but I've never been to Dumaguete, and it's on the list. In fact, I'm going home soon, so probably I might take a short trip somewhere. Could be Davao. But he's in the States. So but anyway. I'm gonna take a short trip before I go home somewhere. But I gotta go to Dumaguete. I've never been there, and there's a lot of cats out there. A lot of fun places and fun stuff. So we should go. We should definitely go. Okay, all right.
Mr. said, well, that escalated quickly.
I know, right? Exactly. All right. I'm really familiar with Rafi. All right, good. So right? He knows. DN 30,001 says I'm really familiar with.
Yeah,
Rafi
you just
Tulfo.
go search on YouTube and then just type in Rafi Tulfo and you'll get all the episodes about couple. It's mainly about couples.
Yeah. Rafi for president, right? Yeah, right.
Yeah, I believe that man will be president of the Philippines one day. Yeah, where are you? Where are you guys? Filipino life with Janelyn said, where are you guys?
We are in Mandaluyong, in right smack dab in the middle of the Manila City Center. Actually, technically, I mean, the Pasig River is here. Makati is right here on this side of the river. Mandaluyong is on the other side. We are on this side, but if we cross the bridge, we're in Makati. So
Yeah.
yeah, so we're really close to Makati, but we're in Mandaluyong officially.
Mm.
Okay.
So Jacques Payne said in Japan, men give women chocolates, etc. on Valentine's Day, and women give men chocolates on what? Oh, it's
Okay,
the
so
same with Korea.
so there's White Day. Okay,
Mm.
I gotta check this out. See, there's
Uh,
always stuff you don't know.
Yeah.
Right?
Also,
Yeah.
I remember my friend who lives in Japan. They say that it's a thing that the women gives chocolates to
Right.
their
I'm
partners.
with
Like
that.
for
I'm with
example,
that.
she gives a lot of chocolates. She showed pictures of chocolates and flowers. She gave it to her
I'm
husband.
with
So
that, dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a, like
Yeah. It's not always
appreciation.
about me giving everything to you. We're sharing. It's
Reciprocating.
reciprocating. If she ain't reciprocating, we're not gonna be together that long
Mm.
anyway. So I don't really worry about it. You're a
Yeah.
good reciprocator. You're
Thank
pretty
you.
good. Yeah. You're not bad. Yeah. All right.
All
See, that's
right.
what I say. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. All right. So okay, we covered that topic. Anybody else have another topic that they wanted to talk about? All right. Carlos, what's going on? Carlos Williams is in the house.
Yeah, so
Right.
if you just came in and just joined our live stream, don't forget to hit that heart button or the like button so you will get more engagement from you guys. And also don't be shy to chime in and type
Yeah,
in
for
your
sure, for
comments.
sure. Okay. Okay.
Okay, he's just answering.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm
So
all for
Mr.
White Day.
Mrs.
Yeah, White Day's cool, right? I mean, but yeah, can we get a Black Day? Can we get a Black Day or something?
Black Friday sale always.
I guess that's all we got. That's really all we got. In February is Black History Month. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
There's no White History Month, but I guess every month is White History Month. Anyway, okay. But I guess Black Friday you get discounted prices on all that stuff. Okay. Um, if we've moved on from that, I have another topic that I have to ask, and I just
So before we
yeah.
move on to this
Okay.
next topic,
Okay.
are we done with Valentine's Day?
Are we done with Valentine's Day, or does anybody else have any questions, anything else that they want to discuss about Valentine's Day?
So before we proceed to another topic, let's just wrap up what Valentine's Day. So for me, Valentine's Day is just a special day to commemorate Saint Valentine's because
Who is that? What did he do?
I don't know.
Exactly. That's my whole point. That's my whole point. Y'all don't. If you ask a woman who was Saint Valentine's, I get 9 women out of 10 can't tell you who the hell he was, what the hell he did, nothing. They just know they want presents.
No, but my son told me that and Saint Valentine's is the one who spreads love and positivity.
Right.
So I mean the message of Valentine's Day is for you to really show love and appreciation, and also a reminder for everyone that
we should take a cue from our audience who says let's move on. That's the reminder. Okay.
A reminder that let's stop Valentine's.
Yeah. Los, he was a priest. He was imprisoned, and I actually know the story. I did the research and all that. But my big point is, if you ask most women, they have no idea what it's about. They just know they want gifts and presents. Let's move on. Next topic. Okay.
So before we move on to the next topic, let's just give a quick shout out to Mike T from Glendale, California.
What's up, Mike T is in the house from Cali. Mike T, how is California, man? I met an angry Californian yesterday. Like
you were venting yesterday.
Yeah, I met an angry Californian dude. Okay. Now, this is real quick. I'm in the store. I had one item, right? Tell me if you guys have never done this before, right? I had one item. Dude in front of me had like 15, 20 items, right? I said, hey, sir, excuse me. Would you mind if I went in front of you? I just have this one item real quick. And dude looks up at me and he says, actually, I would mind. And I'm like, word? And he was like all snotty about it. Turns out he's from California. And I was going to buy, he didn't have nothing expensive. I was going to buy his groceries for him, right? I was just in courtesy for courtesy. I was just going to buy his groceries. It wasn't going to end up to be nothing but like $30 or something like that. So I was going to buy his groceries. But he's like, actually, I wouldn't mind. I've been in line for long. He, bruh, just went off on me, right? And I'm like, hey, bruh, you already said no. I don't need to hear a spiel, right? You said no, that's all good. I was like, I was going to buy your groceries. And he's like, I was like, at home sometimes we have a thing where we buy the person's groceries, courtesy for courtesy. He says, it's not a thing. I'm American too, and it's not a thing. And I'm like, well, I think it is. And I'm like, it might not be a thing in your selfish ass circle, but it's a thing in mine. So he's like, and I'm like, by the way, where are you from anyway? This man said Berkeley, right? Now, you guys, obviously, you guys who have been here, you know what I'm thinking. Well, I was like, I'm from Berkeley too, dude. I'm born and raised. I'm from Berkeley, and I'm like, yeah, go Bears. And he's just dumbfounded at that point, right? He's just like, because it's the last thing he expected is for somebody to also be from Berkeley. So now he's feeling crunchy for being a jerk. But I'm like, okay, deuces, happy Valentine's Day, dude. Like that. Anyway, that's my story. Sorry. I vented again.
Yeah,
My
okay.
bad, guys.
It's all good.
Okay, let's get to the next topic.
But before we do that,
Okay.
we have like a question from Filipino Life with Janeline. What are the challenges that you have being a Black and Filipino couple?
You go.
I don't think we have that much of a challenge here. We get a lot of looks from people, but I don't think it's a bad thing too.
Do you think it's because I'm Black though? Or do
No.
you think it's because I'm a foreigner?
No, every couple here with the Filipina, especially with the foreigner and Filipina, we get stares all the time, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they're staring at you because of your skin color or anything like that. I think it's because she's Filipina and he's a foreigner.
I think that's
yeah.
Being honest, I've never encountered any kind of racist anything. I've never encountered any kind of. I mean, people are gonna. I don't even know if they stare, but they look. They definitely look. But I've never even been looked at where I felt like uncomfortable. Like in China, people stare. They stare. Like I'm serious. Like, and you actually to stop them from staring, you have to do this. And then they get uncomfortable. But I've never felt that. I've never felt that at all here. I think people have a better sense of manners here for the most part. I've nothing. I've never encountered any kind of problems at all because behind me being Black.
Yeah. So Johnny P is in the house. What is up?
Oh.
Yeah, Johnny.
Johnny's in the house. What's up? What's up, Johnny? What's going on, my man? Congratulations to you because I know you like Philly winning the Super Bowl, and that was all good. Real quick, one last thing. Filipino Life with Gentleman said, I'm both Black and Filipina. Wait, Filipina or it's a girl.
Okay.
It's the girl, right? So, got it. Okay, sorry. We're a little slow. I'll confess, I'm a little slow. So, so gentleman. So this is the gentleman. I thought it was like the couple, the guy and the couple. Okay. So good looking out. Okay, that's cool. Black and Filipina. That would be interesting. I don't think I've ever met a Black Filipino girl, but I know they're here, right? And usually they're really pretty too. Okay. All right.
Because you know Blasian babies.
Yeah, Blasian babies. You good Blasian babies. Anyway, Johnny's in the house. What's up, Johnny? When are you coming back, bro? Don't come back here when I'm not here.
Right? Yeah. Right. I think he responded to your comments. Right, and Johnny, I'm not going to say anything about banana split, but Rich made me huge monstrous, but unfortunately I only got 2 spoonfuls of banana split. Big, right? Okay. And someone a big rat ate the banana split.
I don't know what happened to it, man.
But it just disappeared.
It was there minute.
I just saw the container. It's already in the sink. It's empty.
It was there 1 minute. It was gone the next. I'm not sure what happened.
Yeah.
Andrew said, "Assholes are gonna be assholes," and I agree. It's just it is what it is. They're just angry people. I'm telling you. I think California. A lot of California people. Slick Rick, tell me if I'm off point or whoever else is from California. Dude, are Californians just a little more edgy or angry? I just feel like they're just angry people in general and don't really, a lot of them, not all of them, of course, because you're my dude, but just don't care about other people. They're very self-centered, very selfish. And tell me if I'm off. But that's always been my impression. I'm born and raised there. But luckily, I've been able to live in other places in the U.S. where I got to see that it's very different than how than how we were raised in California, right? People in
Okay.
California always on edge, always on edge. Maybe all the shooting and all the violence and all that stuff. I don't know.
Mm.
Okay, all right.
So Slick Rick said, Richie, you sure it was the same dude you clowned on the comment
It
section?
could have been, right? And Mr. said, right. And Mr., you said something very important because let me be real. I was born in Richmond, and only you and me and probably Slick Rick know the difference between Richmond and Berkeley. They're right next door, right? I was actually born in Richmond, but Berkeley is more familiar to everybody else, so I just say Berkeley. But my driver's license says Richmond, California on it, right? And look, from North Richmond, I don't know. He could have been from North Richmond, so who knows? He was an angry cat, man, just an angry dude. Attitude with me, a Filipino American dude had serious attitude with me, and I'm just like smiling. I mean, he was kind of raising his voice, and I'm like, dude, you know what? Anyway, said and done. All right.
So Mike said most Filipina have
Yes.
multiple Facebook accounts. Filipinas are a step ahead of everybody in social media.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I definitely agree with that.
Yeah,
right?
especially I know some people who create Facebook accounts just to troll other people. Just
Yeah.
especially when they're like what's the right
Good
word for
segue.
that? Yeah.
That's what it said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So there. So Mr., are you from the Bay Area?
Right. So we're just a little conversation. Jesse's from the Oaktown. Hey Jesse, which part of we're gonna ask, bro. One of my first jobs was as city attorney at the city attorney's office. Frank Ogawa Plaza in Oakland. I gotta ask you which part of Oakland are you from because it matters. All right. Okay.
So
I had a man give me $100 for my $5 groceries. That's what I'm saying.
And
We do that. I'm
yeah.
telling you. And you've seen me do that,
Mm.
right? We did that the one time, right?
Last month.
Last month where I bought the dude's, or was it a woman's groceries?
A dude.
It was a dude. Yeah, it was like it's just being courteous, being nice to people. But people
because he
tripping,
allowed
man.
us
Yeah.
to be
Yes, exactly, right. They're staring because he's 6'4" and she's 4'6".
Yeah,
You're
I'd
right.
probably be doing that.
Yeah, you know what? I wish I was 6'4", bro. I wish I was 6'4", but I'm nowhere close. And she's taller than 4'6". Thank God, right? She's in the fours.
Okay.
No, are you in the fours?
Yes, 4'11".
4'11". I thought there was a half. There's not a half. 4'11". Okay, 4'11". Okay, double figures though. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
So Mr. said, my challenge with my Filipina ex was that she was afraid of my banana. I thought it was only a stereotype in the States, not internationally. We had to go very slow for the first 2 weeks.
We could talk about. We could probably talk about that a lot. I'm just gonna say, luckily, there's people in the Philippines with a lot of courage and who are willing to face challenges.
Take it like
right?
a champ.
Who are willing to face challenges. Thank God Ching was willing to face a challenge and go forward with it and with a lot of gusto.
Fight on.
Yeah. Like we say in UFC, fight on, right? Yeah. Right. Okay. Right. So real quick, I'm just for asking, Filipino life with Jenilyn. Jenilyn, do we call you Jenilyn? What do we call you? So I can address you. And I would love to know, where are you at? Where are you at? So because again, we're always down for traveling and meeting people. So where are you at? That's a great question. All right. Okay. And Johnny says, waiting for me to get to the States. April, Johnny. Slick Rick. Okay. Okay, Mr. from New York, not from the Bay, right? Yeah, but he's been everywhere. He's been around, okay? 8,000 miles away. Okay?
Shout out to you on how you handled the guy in the shopping line with you. Love you guys show. Thank you, 8,000 miles
Thank you.
away.
Appreciate that for sure, yeah.
When he's public, he's really pretty cool when handling, especially guys who show inappropriate behavior. He's always like the composed guy.
Well, but you have to be here. You have to. It's like, again, that's experience coming in from China, because you're not going to win if you start assing out in a foreign country. You're not going to win. Only bad things are going to happen to you.
I just remember your text while you're ranting. If you come here in the Philippines without a lot of patience, you will be in trouble.
You will be in a lot of trouble. Yeah, because you can't win. It's a lose-lose for you. If you ass out or you start yelling or anything like that, you're not It's
Yeah.
you're gonna
So
take an L. You're
you
gonna
when
take
you
an L.
sent me
Yeah.
the text, I'm
Yes.
starting to figure out. Oh, he's into
Yeah.
something.
You
Yeah.
just smile, and
Mm.
say have a nice day. Right.
So
Okay.
Mike said
Hmm.
they stare at you in the Mindanao. My wife called them marites. Yeah, marites are like gossipers.
Oh, for reals?
Yeah.
Oh, I just learned. Okay,
It's
cool.
you.
Thanks.
They call it here. We have a new name for gossipers here. If you're a woman and you're a gossiper, we call you
Oh,
marites.
really? Okay.
Yeah. And then if
Yeah.
you're a guy and if you gossip, we call you tolits.
Solids.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
backward for lito.
Lito. Okay,
Yeah.
like
Kuya
Kuya Lito.
lito.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Cuts my hair.
Yes.
All right. Okay, cool.
So
Good to know.
loving person. Hi, welcome to our channel.
Welcome, loving person.
And don't forget to hit the like button or the heart react or any react button if you just joined our live stream. Thank you. So, loving person said LDR relationships when you're chatting with her, sometimes her Filipino boyfriend is chilling in the room
Right,
with her.
right.
If you send her money, she will use the money to support her
Yeah.
Filipino boyfriend. Unfortunately, that is
That's
true.
real.
Yeah,
That is
that's
real.
real.
I'm just telling you guys, it's real. You have to vet. We can say this a million times, and I know people. Sometimes people are just going to get overwhelmed or enamored with how cute she is, how
Mhm.
pretty she is. Oh my God, she's this. You have to listen to everything she says. You have to watch
Mhm.
her behavior. You got to ask questions. You got to ask questions. Believe that. Believe it. Loving person, you're on point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so Slick Rick said they do seem that way, but I feel it's no real good reason.
Right. So angry Californians, yeah. So I don't know. I feel like my thing is like I think California people are so overwhelmed because everything is so expensive.
Mm.
Everything is so expensive, and everybody is hustling. Everybody's in the rat race. They're just in the rat race, and they get overwhelmed, and it's a hard life sometimes. It's just a
Mm.
hard life, and I get why people get like that sometimes. But I mean, I don't think I really deserve for dude to
Mm-hmm.
go off on me.
So Jesse Moore said he's from Far East Oakland.
Ooh, I'm glad you put that far in there, Jesse, because we both know about East Oakland, right? Okay, all right.
So Tia, Paul Werdak, hi, welcome to
What's
our
up,
live
Paul?
stream. And I heard that Sunshine Shoulders is having meet and greet
Yeah,
today in Lapu-Lapu. If you were in Cebu, would you have
I
attended?
definitely would have. I definitely would have. Actually, I'm gonna be real. I like Sunshine Shoulders. I like his material. I like his channel. He brings a lot. He has a lot of good stuff to say. He puts people up on game. I mean, he's an OG. He's been here for a while. I mean, he does come across a little angry sometimes. You know, a little aggressive sometimes. But I mean, I think I don't know. But I like his channel. I definitely would have won. I saw that yesterday that he was doing a meet and greet, and if I was there, there's no question I would have won for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Theodore,
And,
I'm
and
sorry.
by the way, we've chatted a couple times. Me and Sunshine Shoulders, we've chatted a couple times, but we've never met face to face. He seems like a cool dude to me. He's got his own mix. He's been doing this a long time. He's an OG. I got mad respect for him. I really do. He's got a lot of good info about being here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So Theodore Met Cafe said
Metcalf.
California's
Metcalf. Yeah.
Metcalf. Okay, sorry.
Metcalf. Just like I met in your calf.
Okay, Metcalf.
Boom.
Okay, thank you. Californians in general are friendly. You're from Northern California and I'm from Southern California.
Definitely
And
different.
it's a bit different,
Definitely.
but we're not that rude. I was born in Los Angeles, California, by the
Right. And Theo, I'll call you Theodore
way.
until you tell me it's okay for me to call you Theo. I agree. You know, I'm from NorCal. We know there's a huge difference between NorCal and SoCal. But I went to law school at USC. So, I mean, I lived in LA for those 3 years or 3.5 years while I was in law school. So I definitely know SoCal pretty well. And I don't know. I feel like when you go to other parts of the country, aside from the East Coast, Boston, New York, where they have that attitude they're born with that attitude. I feel like when you go to other parts of the country, like the Northwest, like the Northeast, or or Midwest, people are just different. They're way more nice, way more polite. I just feel like they're a lot different. And I didn't learn that until I moved out of California because I did my undergrad at the University of Montana. So being in Montana obviously is a whole different ball game, and I didn't learn a different life until I went there. So, all right,
Mm-hmm. So Kenny Muniz, what is up?
Kenny, what's up, my brother from another mother?
Yeah, so gotta be patient and go slow and steady with the banana.
It's true.
Okay.
It's so, I can just I have to stop myself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
not everybody is patient. Not everybody wants things slow. Um, yeah, but for the most part, Kenny, um, I'll just say Ching has been a beautiful partner for me.
thank you.
And before I met Ching, um, things were different. Yeah, I'll say that. Yeah, things were different. Yeah. Anyway, Mr. Troy, what's going on from out in Dallas, Texas?
Hmm.
Okay, and hot sauce.
Hot sauce. Like
What? Hot sauce is from Shanghai, China. Hot sauce. Are you from? Are you sure from Shi Dong or Shi? Yeah, if you're from Shanghai, you'll understand. From
no.
Pushi or Pudong.
You need to read his other
Yeah.
comments because I think you know this guy. You know this dude. I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up, my man? I know who it is. I know it is.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. I know. You know who it is.
I know.
I'll tell
You'll
you.
tell
I'll
me
tell you. Yeah,
later,
I'll tell you.
and
Yeah.
you owe me something.
Yeah. 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 So,
But anyway, yeah, he knows. He knows.
exactly.
He knows.
Exactly. That's my man, right?
Mm.
Okay. Mike said, I think New Yorkers are edgy. They are. That's why I said, excluding New York people, Boston people, the Northeast people like New York, New Jersey, they are edgy, right? More edgy than people from Cali because I lived in New York. I gotta agree with that, Mike. I definitely agree. They're born with an attitude. They're just kind of born with some kind of attitude. Anyway, okay.
Yeah, so Jesse Moore said, Slick Rick, I'm originally from San Francisco.
From Divisadero, Hayes. Okay, all right. All right, I know the area pretty well. Okay, all right. A man that gossips is called Chatty Patty.
Oh,
Okay, is that like Ireland?
I don't know.
Like an Irish name, Chatty Patty?
Chatty Patty.
Yeah, because people in Ireland.
I don't know.
Later. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
So
a lot of Californians out here. Okay, that's what's up. Okay.
Cali people is okay. Go to the Northeast is horrible.
Yeah, yeah. You should know. You should know.
Ah.
Yeah.
Hi.
Anyway, yeah, for sure. It's Cali people. We're okay, dude. I think we're most of us are chill, but then there's just that group of people that are just really, really into themselves. They're very selfish and just
Really?
Yeah. That's my experience. That's everybody have a different experience. But
Yeah.
hopefully, nobody has the same experience. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Slick Rick's from Ingleside District. Okay, right over the hill. Right. Okay, got you guys. So we're all close. We're all super close, right? That's right. That's right. I love you. I love you. Love you, dude. Yeah. So look, if you guys are new into the chat, please be sure to hit the like button. Much appreciated. Paul Godwin says, "I'm from the Bizark. Go Bears!" Right? AC Transit, and only if you are from the Bay will you understand any of this, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was a Berkeley jerk, right? Exactly. He got married to a Filipino American from Alameda. People in the Philippines would Visayas would look at us, right? Interesting.
Because it's in the provinces, not a lot of couples like foreigner and Filipino couples like would be very prominent in the provinces.
Right.
But here in the city, I think it's more common now to see an expat and the Filipina like go on malls or everywhere you look now, you can see a couple like
I think so too. I think especially even here in Manila, you see a lot of interracial couples, international couples, whatever. So, right.
So Johnny said, "I agree. Sunshine Shoulders is an awesome dude. He's a straight shooter. He's going to give it to you." Sorry,
my bad.
It's okay. Just a little. Use the arrow. Thank you. And he's a straight. He's going to give it to you straight. No chasers. Rich, no matter how many times you tell dudes to bet wisely, they never learn.
I don't understand it, dude. I'm never gonna understand it. But okay, I think we missed some comments up there too because we want to leave some people out.
All right, so let's
so for Filipino Life with Gentleman, what is that the name of your channel? So we can hook up with you on your channel, or at least make sure we subscribe.
Yeah.
Call me.
Yes, call me
Okay.
Janelyn. I'm in relationship with foreigner for the US. We have so much in common.
Cool, cool. Okay, so we'll make
Mhm,
sure make a little note
mhm.
to get on to Jen
Yeah,
channel
I'll
and check that
type
out.
in
Okay.
her. Ano.
All right. And Anders, I'm with you, dude. I think for friendly people, the Midwest and the Northwest, I think those are the friendliest people in the U.S. That's my own take on it, right?
Mm.
All right. And then Paul said, I never have time to be on any live stream. This is my first time. Paul, thank you for coming on to our live stream. Look, you guys, we know a lot of you guys are super busy, and we really appreciate you guys coming on to our live
Yes.
stream, spending the time with us. We love getting to know you guys. So, and look, time is money, money is time, and people are busy. So we
And
really
we,
appreciate it.
yes, and you think that, we respond to almost every comment
Mhm.
because it is one way of show our appreciation to everyone, because just like what he said, it's your time, valuable time that you take away from, just a minute or two to share what your thoughts with us regarding the video that we released, and we really appreciate that.
Appreciate it. One thing, real quick. If you guys are scrolling some and you guys happen to see a video that you think we should put out,
Mm.
send that video to us. Seriously, send that video to me. I mean, we might do it, we may not do it, but I love people are always sending us videos, and I would say out of from 10 videos, we end up doing at least one or two of them.
Mm.
So they don't always, it's not always something that works for us. But if you see a video you think we should do or talk about or something, send it to us for sure. Seriously. Okay.
Yeah.
And let's see. And Paul, thanks for the compliments. I really appreciate that for sure.
Yes.
All right. NorCal and SoCal, Mr. says they're both cool, right? Just talk a little different. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Mhm.
All right. Let's see. And
So
Slick Rick says he gets along with everybody. But that doesn't surprise me. Slick Rick is
yeah,
just
you're a cool
that
dude.
kind of cat.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So Johnny, I agree with Sunshine Shoulders. Is an awesome dude. He's straight shooter.
Mhm.
He's going to give it to you straight, no chasers.
Oh,
Rich, no matter how many times you tell the dudes to bet wisely, they never learn.
some cats just don't listen, man.
But you gotta learn today.
Yeah, you're gonna learn today. Okay. All right. And Gentleman is Blasian. All
Yes.
right. Okay. So,
Hmm.
all right. So, you didn't put.
I
I
already
thought
did.
you were working on it, but okay. All right. All right. And John Armwood said he grew up in the city in New York,
Mm-hmm.
31 years, and there's a stereotype about. He says the stereotype about New York people is not accurate. People
Why?
respect and see. I'm gonna agree with you here, John. So it's how you come at people and how you talk to people. New York people respect communication and intelligent conversation. I agree with that. I'm going to say this too. I think New York people are very abrupt. It's not that they're mean people, but they're abrupt. And it does take some getting used to. People from Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, they're a little bit abrupt as far as like how they might talk to you or dress. They don't mean anything bad. It's not like they're being jerks or anything like that, but they're a little bit more kind of abrupt. Tell me what you think about that statement, John. Okay. And then Theo says it's okay to call me Theo. All right, sweet. And I sent you a message about how I generally watch you as a couple does well. You communicate and interact with each other. Thank you, Theo. We appreciate it. If you could only see us react or us interact off camera.
We do the same interaction, but I'm just gonna put it out there, okay? So we struggle. I struggle with communication because just like what he said, I communicate differently. So um
It takes a lot of
it takes
patience.
a lot of patience, and I still really need to work on it. Really work on it. Communicating.
Yeah.
Okay? Oh, I already put myself on it.
But look, it's not like I'm gonna put you on blast in front of other
I know,
people, right?
but because
It's our audience, but I'm still not gonna
mm,
put you on blast.
yeah, I know, and I appreciate that. But you have to understand that we're only showing you all the good stuff, and behind the camera, we may have some disagreements, we may have some
Everybody does.
miscommunication. Yeah, but that's normal in a relationship. But I think what's different is that
You see that black eye she got? Not
no,
jokes.
he won't
No,
he won't even lay
no,
his finger on me.
no.
But
Go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, but if that person laid a finger on you, that's not the right person
You
for
ain't the
you.
right
Yeah.
person. And if you're with a person who makes you feel like you need to put hands on them, then you may not be with the right person. And there's never been a time when I felt like I wanted to I was so angry or something. I wanted to put hands on you or something like
Yeah,
that.
you want to choke me
I want to
sometimes.
choke the hell out of you sometimes, but in a good way. Yeah, you're the one who always say, choke me, choke me.
Wait,
Yeah.
no.
I'm just playing.
Yeah.
But we appreciate it. And honestly, one of the things is I'm not going to sit up here. I don't want to sit up here and always say, "Oh, our life is so great. We're so
It's
perfect. We're the perfect couple."
not.
We're a good couple. We get along really well. We laugh a lot together, but we have our struggles because we're. It's not. I don't think it's. It could be some of it cultural, but I think we have our struggles when it comes to communication. It's just she communicates a little different, and sometimes she forgets to communicate. Sometimes,
Yes. So,
and
and that's on me.
and
That's on me.
it's just something that we have to work on.
Mm.
That's it. But outside of that, it's not like we are fighting like cats and dogs, or we're like, I hate that bitch and she hate me, or something like that. It's a movie line. It's a
Okay,
movie
okay,
line. Yeah,
okay. Just
yeah,
making
yeah.
sure.
And by the way, anybody know that movie line? I hate that bitch and she hate me. Yeah. Anybody, if you know that movie line, type it in. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
I bet you somebody. I bet you somebody did it.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
So John Armwood, we already addressed that.
Mhm.
So Theodore, it's okay to call me Theo, and I
Okay.
previously sent you a message. I think you already.
Right. We just did that. Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
Paul Werdak said Cheng is a keeper. Thank you. As I might have stated before, I don't want Cheng. She's your girl, but I wouldn't mind meeting and having someone like her without a doubt. No, be careful what you wish for.
I wouldn't say that, but she said it. But you know what, Paul, I will tell you this. In the very near future, we might have something coming out that might help to facilitate that. I'll just say it that way, and we'll just stay tuned.
Yeah.
Okay. Kenny said,
Kenny said, wait. Not all New Yorkers. I'm not well the majority of the time. Lack of respect changes that for me.
right. Okay. Yeah, and I don't think it's on. I just, in my experience, I think a lot of New Yorkers are the people. Okay, Bronx, Queens. I've no, just in general, people from the boroughs. People from the boroughs. That's the better way to put it. But even upstate, though, I just feel like they're more abrupt, and I just think it's the culture. I'm not saying they're rude. That's not what I'm saying at all. I just think they're more abrupt. Like, for example, here's a great example. If you ask them, if you stop somebody and ask them for directions, right?
How do they
You
respond?
you guys from New York, you guys know how you would give directions, right? Would you just say, "Oh, sure, let me help you," right? It's a little different. It's a little bit different, and that's the difference between kind of the California and the New York City or that East Coast thing, right?
I see.
And I'm not saying, again, I'm not saying that New York people or East Coast people are rude. I'm just saying it's definitely a different culture
Way.
over there.
It's
Yeah,
a
they
different
got a
way
different way of
of,
doing stuff.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, hi player. Man, I was at work. Guess I have to come here just to say hi. Thank you, hi player,
Thanks
for
for stepping.
dropping
Yeah, yeah.
by.
Drop in.
Yeah.
Say something. Come out. Yeah,
Yes.
say something. We
Mm.
appreciate it for sure,
So
right?
Mr. said agreed. I had never understood the stereotype that New Yorkers are
Yeah,
rude. New Yorkers are cool. Just don't fault with anyone.
yeah. For real. That's for sure. But and look and let just to be concrete and just to be like um just to clarify, I'm not saying I think New York people are rude. I
Mm.
just think they're a little bit more abrupt as far as like how they address you or how they talk.
Mm.
That's been my experience.
Okay,
Okay.
so Mike said here in Florida, people are even crazier.
Mike, I've heard that so many times about Florida. Like, there's some crazy people in Florida. Like, there's this channel at home. Oh, okay. Slick Rick might know about this because Slick Rick probably a couple of you guys from the Bay listen to KNBR, where they have that thing on KNBR where it's always, I can't remember what it's called, but it's like crazy stuff that happens in the US, and half the time the crazy stuff is from Florida people. So I can't remember what it's called, but maybe you guys will
Okay.
can verify that. Anyway.
Yeah, so Mr. said I literally been to every state in the USA for
Mhm.
at least 10 times each. I can say for a fact people are nice everywhere, but there's also rude people everywhere. The difference is really city
Mm,
folks versus country
mm,
folks.
mm. And I'm going to go on online. I'll go on record with you and say I agree with that, because one of the big things that I experienced when I moved to Montana for school was it was just a whole nother life, a whole different lifestyle. All the city stuff, it didn't exist, where people are afraid to talk to you. They won't look you in the eye. I went to a place and I experienced a whole different lifestyle there where if you didn't look people in the eye, they felt it was rude. If you didn't say hello to people, they felt it was rude. So it was just like a whole different ball game. And I kind of adopted that kind of mentality. So maybe my thinking is a little different than the average person from the city
Hmm,
now. Okay.
got it. Okay, so Denny said, Cheng, today would have been the perfect opportunity for you to talk more about your love language. I'm still waiting to hear more. Okay, can you give me like a few, few minutes?
Go
Few.
ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead.
So
Yeah,
to be honest, I'm telling you right now that I can talk for love languages for
so you can talk about anything.
yeah, for that matter, I can talk about everything. But
Mhm.
to be honest, my receiving love language is physical touch and quality time. That's like my receiving love language. My giving love language is acts of service and things, material things. I think um yeah, I'm more into giving something small, even if it's big or small. I'm more into giving because I want my partner to, when I see something nice and I will think that it would look good on him, I'll buy it because I think that's my way of showing him how much I care, how much I think about him all the time. When it's my break, I think about him, you know.
Don't get corny, dude. All right.
I'm not corny, but also acts of service because I think the most important thing that you can give the person is time. And if you put in time to, cook something for that person, do this, do errands for that person, and I think that's one way of showing how much I appreciate him and how much I love him because I give him what is valuable to me, my time. So I give it to him. And also, my receiving, that's why sometimes I'm so clingy because my receiving love language is physical touch and quality time. So I don't
You're
want,
so pretty.
thank you.
Oh, you're so
Oh,
pretty.
but that's words of affirmation.
Oh, you're so pretty.
Is that a movie line?
So it's from of mice and men. So
Okay.
pretty.
Yeah, but to be honest, it's more on quality time and physical touch. I'm not really into material things. I think I almost have everything I need, and I don't need material things. I want time and touch.
Are
Okay.
we good?
Yes.
Got that out?
Yeah.
All right. And there you have it from Cheng. All right. And let's see. Mr. said abrupt is accurate when talking about New York City, specifically in the city and the boroughs, okay, but not so much the rest of New York. In the city, nobody has time to listen to long ass speeches and all of that. I get exactly. You got a place to be. I hear you. Okay.
So
Loving.
loving person
Go
said,
ahead.
why Filipinos make foreign men pay child support but not file on Pinoys? Also, marriage breakup foreigners have to say that? Pay
Support.
support. They've never filed a case on Pinoys. I think here because the justice system or the implementation of the law is not that strict when it comes to child support unless you file something, and then it takes a long process for you to be able to get child support here. So I think that's yeah. So
And let's be honest. Let's talk about the real reason. The real reason is because if you filed a case against a Pinoy, then how much money are you going to get
hmm,
for child support versus how much money you're going to get for child support if you file the case or open the child support case with a foreign
hmm.
person as the father.
Yeah, and a
That's
lot
the
of and a
difference.
lot of times the women earn more than the
Exactly.
male.
I'd say the majority of the time here, the women are the bread earners
Mm.
in the family. So that's the real. That has a lot to do with the real reason why.
Yeah, so why are you going to force that person if
Yeah.
he can't give anything?
Right.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
So wait up,
Mr.
where are
Mister
we?
said, get to the point. In New York City, get to the point. You ain't got time
Mm.
for BS and all that, right?
So you don't
Okay.
beat around the bush. Okay, so
Okay.
Anders said, I think also a lot of depends on the mobility in the area you are in. Cities like Dallas, I found really hard to get to know even my neighbors.
Real. Yeah, Des Moines. Yeah, Des Moines
Mm.
is kind of Des Moines is in Iowa. It's the capital of Iowa.
Okay.
And it's like in the city, in the heartland of America, right? And people are kind of be more friendly. And in my opinion, I think Montana would be kind of more similar to Des Moines. but Dallas is like the big city, right? It's like the big city, and people. The bigger the city, the less and less people tend to be friendly, in my opinion. Maybe you guys have a different opinion. I'd love to hear it.
Okay, Johnny said, Rich Cheng, I think you two are a great couple. Every couple has their ups and downs. As long as you can communicate with each other, everything will work out fine. That's a problem, Johnny. Sometimes I don't communicate, and I think that's one way of communicating, but it doesn't work because I don't want him to get upset most of the time. But unfortunately, I do make him upset because I'm not communicating. So that's a really huge change for me to be really working on, because I really want this relationship to work, and it will not work without communication. So
Communication helps, that's for sure.
yeah.
Kenny's from the Bronx. BX is Bronx.
Yeah. From the
Uh,
Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got from the Bronx.
yeah.
Yeah. That's right.
Okay. But you're right. Most are, and let's be honest, and think they're above everyone. Most are assholes. Okay. Yeah. I wouldn't go that far. I'll let you, since you're from the Bronx. But in my experience, the people in New York are very abrupt, like much more abrupt. Someone from California is much more apt to actually give you instruction or give you directions and or whatever. But people in New York much more abrupt. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay.
So Mr. said, Anders, I live in Dallas now. That's something I would also say depends on the people. My upstairs neighbor likes to chat me up every time she sees me, but my downstairs neighbor, I'm invisible.
Right.
It depends on the person, really.
Yeah, it does. I mean, I guess it just depends on who you're around. I mean, there might be some tendencies in the big city versus tendencies in the countryside, but yeah. Okay.
Mm. Sometimes people just mind their own business. They
Yeah.
don't want to chat with anyone, and
I
then
like those
sometimes,
people.
huh?
I like those people.
Yeah, they don't
Yeah.
like to chat.
No, I like people who like to chat, but they mind their own business. They're not trying to get all up in your business.
Mm,
Right?
mm,
They want to chat and they want to be friendly,
mm-hmm,
but they're not trying to get all up in your business.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So Mark said, Rich, I love the comment you made about rich men and not are not coming to the Philippines to find a wife. I was communicating with a woman there, and it was not a match to many differences and misunderstandings.
Yeah. I think that's true. I mean, in general, when you think about men, and this is not a knock on anybody, especially I'm here in the Philippines, and I'm never going to claim to be rich except that's my name. But in general, the only rich men here in the Philippines are here maybe for a holiday, maybe, but they're
Or
not
for
coming here to.
business
They're not,
trips.
yeah, for a business trip. They're not coming here to stay. In general, if a rich man, as someone who's wealthy, is looking for a spouse, he's going to go to Europe. He's going to go to Europe. He's not. He wouldn't even go to Japan. He would go to Europe. He's going to go to Europe. He might go to South America, maybe, or Central America, but he's not coming here. And it's not a knock on here. Not a knock on the people here. I'm just saying, in general, not every man. In general, most rich men are not coming here to the Philippines to find a spouse. That's all I'm saying. So thanks, Mark. I appreciate it.
So Anders said, I lived in the old Eastern Dallas, knew everyone, but most were old people that had been there. Richardson, none talked to each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so Kenny said, oh, yes, there are in Florida, and it costs 60%. Were once from New Jersey and New York, but rude peoples are everywhere in this world.
Right.
Yeah, even here in the Philippines.
Even here in the Philippines. Right?
Yes. Slick Rick said, I can't remember either, other than, yes, most of those are from Florida.
Yeah. I hear all the stories about crazy stuff happening in Florida, right?
Okay, so Anders said, man, Norwegians never look people in the eye. I'd
Really?
be in
That's
trouble.
good to know. Good to know. Okay.
Yeah.
One of these days, I'm going to take a trip to those Scandinavian countries. I want to see the Northern Lights, and I don't want to. Huh? What?
I want to see the Northern Lights.
I do too. Actually, in Montana, you get to see the Northern Lights because
also
you're
in
up there.
Canada.
Yeah, in Canada. Yeah, yeah. So I got to see them, but I would like to see them from up there.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, yeah, okay, but that's good to know, though, right? So you don't look people in the eye. There are cultures, Asian culture, a lot of Asian cultures. In the U.S., of course, if you don't look people in the eye, they think you're lying, or they think you're trying to deceive them. But here in Asia, and especially in China, if you look people in the eye, it's kind of rude. They think of it as kind of rude. Yeah, so you just got to know. You just got to know.
But for me, if you're sincere with with your conversation, you have to look that person in the eye.
I would think so too. But the point is, in different places, there's
Okay.
different cultures. Yeah,
I'm a
I'm
different
I'm
girl.
with you. Yeah,
Yeah. So I was thinking of Montana when I wrote that comment. I didn't know you went to school
yeah,
there. That's my thing too. I'm a friendly New Yorker, but if we don't make eye contact, I won't talk to you.
yeah, yeah.
It's like a non-verbal
It is.
communication.
I
You
mean, it's what I talked to you about how
mm,
you can tell American people versus or Americans or Canadians versus Euros, right? It's
mm,
like Americans and Canadians here. That you get in the elevator, they're gonna say hi, they're gonna say good morning, they're gonna say something. They'll make eye contact with you, but the Euros will look
look
everywhere. But
down.
yeah, they'll look down, look everywhere. They just won't say anything. Or the Africans versus Black Americans. Over here, if you're black and you're American, we are going to speak to each other. We're just gonna talk. But the Africans will just nothing,
Mm,
nothing. Yeah,
mm.
it's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, so if you just came into our live stream, don't forget to hit the heart button or any react button for us to know that you're here and for support. Just a heart to support their channel. Thank you.
But Mister, up with Montana boys, down with the folk, good old grizzly. And it is our fight
Okay,
song. Our
okay,
fight song. Yeah,
okay.
you got a fight song. Yeah.
You
Anyway, okay.
gotta fight some. Okay. I don't wanna sing too many lines. I learned my lesson. Okay, so
Yeah.
here in Florida, everybody carrying a gun now. You have to
Mind
be on your
mind
P's
them
and
P's and Q's. Yeah. Yeah, because you never know.
Q's.
Yeah. Yeah. It's too bad you need a gun. People need guns for other people to respect them or whatever. But I mean,
Wow.
yeah, but that's what I tell people here. I tell people everywhere. They're like, in America they have guns. I'm like, well, that's your motivation to shut the F up,
Mm,
right? Instead of coming there talking crazy, that's your motivation to shut the
mm-hmm.
hell up and mind your business, right?
Okay, so we have
Right.
like a suggestion here. So,
Yep.
Player said, "Have you guys reacted to Fuentes family videos?"
I like their videos. Yeah,
I
they're from Bacolod. Bacolod. How do you say it again?
Bacolod.
Yeah, it's the girl who does the street interviews on Buckle. She does the street interviews all the time. Yeah,
Ah, I see.
yeah. So I think it's the same one. I'm pretty sure, right? I feel
Mm,
like it would be interesting. Yeah, it would be. And player prodigy, it would be. Here's the problem with that. You will spend an entire day. I mean, a whole entire day trying to do street interviews because people are afraid. People here,
are
you
shy.
explain it. You
A
explain it. Yeah.
lot of people here are very shy. They don't want to be seen on camera. So,
And
and also, they're not really confident in speaking English, a lot
yeah,
of them. So they don't want, because face is very important, they don't want other people
yes.
criticizing their English or criticizing how they speak on camera. So, yeah, they're very hesitant to 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 be interviewed. What's up, Vernon?
Vernon
Thank you
Howell is in
for
the house. What is
yes.
up? What it is, right? But yeah, she's absolutely right. I would love to do. I could spend a weekend doing street interviews if we could get some. But you can go hours and hours without getting people to get on camera. They are they. So first and foremost, it would have to be her doing the interviews, and I don't even know. Um, yeah, I'm not sure we would. Anyway, anyway, but it's tough. It is very tough. Even Filipina P said the same thing. It's just tough getting people, and she's way, way, way
Bigger
bigger
than
than us, right?
she
And
speaks
she's more
very
recognizable.
mm,
She speaks very good English, but I think that's part of the reason it's tough for her to get interviews because other Filipinos are intimidated
yes, that's
by her English
exactly.
speaking ability, right?
Mhm.
So people, it's tough. It is really tough. I would love to. I seriously would love to, but I just think it's really hard. Which is one of the reasons I would like to go to Dumaguete or Cebu. But Dumaguete is maybe it would be easier to do some interviews in
Mhm.
Dumaguete.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
a lot of content creators are already doing street interviews in Dumaguete, so it's really nice to get the point of view from people here in. Just a thought.
It, I agree, but where
But
could we go? But where do we go? Where would we be able to go to get interviews and do interviews?
yeah,
I don't
maybe
know. Yeah,
maybe we'll just plan that better next
yeah,
time.
yeah.
So
The thought
good.
is always there. The thought's there. If we could get people to cooperate and get people to actually want to get online or get on camera, it would be phenomenal. But people are just really shy to be on camera. Yeah.
hmm
All right.
Yeah. So Kenny Muniz said, "I agree with Cheng. Time and affection are so important, as well as the Little things in a relationship carry the most value and power and show how much you value your partner. I think the little things that you do for your partner, if you lack something like you cannot be a perfect partner for your partner, but if you're aware that you're lacking on this and that, for me I think the little things will try to at least compensate for all the big things that you normally don't get. If you're good at this, then show it in this way, in such a way that you can I'm rambling.
No, you rambling, not you.
I
You
mean,
wouldn't ramble.
yeah, yeah, you get my point. It's like trying to compensate. You lack something, you try to compensate with the little things until you get better on the big things that you lack. So keep working on it. Don't stop believing. Hold on to this feeling.
And Slick Rick, yeah, Florida does have the stand your ground law. Yeah, they do for sure. Um, John Armwood said, I lived in New York City and I go back a lot. I moved to Atlanta in '84. I find New Yorkers so much easier to communicate than Southerners, and level of awareness is much greater. New Yorkers, here's what I found, and I agree with that to a point, John. I think they're really educated. They tend to be really educated people, New York people, and they're willing to talk about in depth. They have an opinion, an in-depth opinion about all kinds of topics, about what's happening in the world, what's happening in the U.S., politics and all. They tend to be very, in my opinion, very educated people.
Yeah, because we talked to a guy from New York. What's his name?
Who are we talking from?
Luther.
Oh, Luther.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Luther.
Luther. I think you said loser.
Luther.
Like, huh? No, Luther. Yeah, very, very educated, very opinion, and have a lot of knowledge about a lot of stuff. So I agree with that. Right.
Mm.
All right. LA people tend to be a little shallow to me. John, I'm sorry. I'm gonna speak my mind. Right. Don't be mad if you're from SoCal. Don't be mad at you. Don't be mad at me. I'm not hating. A little. I'm hating a little bit. You got. I hate. Hate's a strong word. I really disliked SoCal. I love my school, fight on USC. But look, in SoCal, the good thing I got to say is everybody's in shape. Most people are in shape because it's all about the look. But I just feel like people are really pretentious in SoCal. People are a lot of pretenders. Everybody's trying to name drop and pretend like they're somebody important or somebody famous when they're just a regular person. And that's my own impression. You can tell me how you feel if you disagree. I'm not opposed to people disagreeing with me because it makes for better conversation anyways. So tell me how you guys think.
Yeah, so Mr. said Montana and Des Moines are real chill. Des Moines is like a big small city. If it wasn't from the Bronx, this rap-ish probably would never going on. So tell me, where are you from? Uptown, baby, uptown. So I think it's a song lyric.
It is so, yeah.
Of course, I don't know that. Yeah. So Rich is a rich man from Richmond. That's a lot of riches.
That's what it is.
Yeah. So
well, I don't know about the rich man. Yeah, I don't know about the rich man, but I'm definitely.
But you're rich from
Richmond.
Yeah.
Right?
Best northern lights I've ever saw was in North Dakota during flight training one night.
Yeah, right. They got the base in North Dakota. I think they got missile bases in North Dakota. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, but yeah, North Dakota has a couple bases, I believe, and you get to see the northern lights. North Dakota is right next to Montana. It's on the east side of Montana. So
I see.
Right.
Hi, Captain. Sorry.
Big, huge state with nothing in it, but two very good Division I AA football teams, which we played, and a couple times got crushed by. Just saying.
Yeah. Hello, Catlin. Welcome to our live stream.
What is up, Catlin? What's going on?
Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to you.
Okay, so so Mr. said the Africans in the Philippines ignored me, but in Thailand and Laos, Africans would cross the street just to come say hello and start a conversation.
Yeah. Over here, I'll be honest. Over here, they're cool if you say something to them. Something I learned about the African cats when I was in China, because there's a lot of African cats going to school in China. Something I learned is that in some of the places that they come from, they have different tribes, and so the tribes don't get along with each other. So they have a habit of not talking to strangers because they're from different tribes that have been warring or all this stuff for years and years and years, and that's kind of just their culture. So I still talk to people. I mean, might not make a whole conversation, but I'm gonna say hi to you. I'm gonna say good morning to you, and they'll speak when spoken to, but they're not gonna make a habit out of like coming up to you and saying hi or what's up or whatever, except maybe the yeah. Anyway, yeah. But for the most part, they won't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really quick, I just want to say real quick, Catlin, we're so glad you're here. In fact, I noticed I was waiting to see if she's going to show up. We're so glad you're here because you're one of the few women here. Her and what's the other gentleman? You and gentleman, we really appreciate you two women being here because we love having a different point of view and some cute girls, some more cute girls. Chin can't be the only cute girl in the house, right? So we really appreciate you for dropping in and hanging out with us.
Yeah.
Right?
So Kathleen said, "Is Cheng wearing a dress?" Yes, I am.
It is a dress.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for the compliment, Kathleen. I normally wear yoga pants all the time for work. So, on the weekends, I would love to wear a dress. I like to dress up a little, a little.
Yeah,
Okay, thank you.
It is cute on you.
Thank
Little
you.
Cherries.
Cherries.
Right.
I like cherries. Favorite.
Okay.
Banana split. Okay, so Anthony Ross said, "Hi guys, what I love about the two of you is that Chen can actually hold a meaningful conversation. It is rare to see that on the videos that I have seen. Love you guys. Enjoy Valentine's Day." We love you back, Anthony.
Thanks,
Thank
Aunt.
you.
We appreciate it. And by the way, let me just tell you, Aunt, Chen can hold a meaningful conversation by herself.
Uy, grabe. By herself.
No, okay.
No.
She can chop it up. She can chop it up. But you're not gonna be
bored.
Yeah, you're not gonna be bored. Yeah, for sure. Right.
Yeah.
But I like that about you, right?
But I know also when
That's right.
I also know when to be quiet, especially when your man is telling you to.
Mike corrected me, and thank you, Mike. I appreciate the correction. They're from Bicol, right? The city of Bicol,
okay.
yeah, in eastern Luzon. Yeah, that's correct. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you correcting me. Right? Nice Star Wars red shirt.
Of course.
Courtesy of anything you
Star
see,
Wars.
anything you see that's Star Wars, and there is a lot, came from her because I'm a big Star Wars fan. So thank you, I appreciate that.
Okay? So Kenny said, "My missus and I are very affectionate people, and we both agree with you."
You skipped. No, we can't skip this one. Sorry.
Okay, my bad.
Yes, because
it's the big boss.
Big
Herbie.
Boss Herbie. What's
up?
Big Boss, am I in the club, man? Am I in the club now? Right?
An old head.
Yeah, Big Boss gave me a little bit of grief because he said I was a young buck and I didn't he didn't say I don't know what I was talking about. But Boss Herb said you're a young buck and maybe you need some more experience. That's the best way to say it, right?
Yeah. But you love hearing
Big Boss, am I in the club now? I do. I just yeah. Hey, Big Boss, what's going on? We appreciate you dropping in, man. We really do. Okay. Caitlin's from Laguna.
Yes,
Caitlin,
we asked her last time.
We did, huh? How come no, how come we haven't met Caitlin before?
Yeah, we can just go
Laguna
to Laguna.
Yeah,
we can take
an
van.
driver. We
can take a van from
we got Caitlin, we got to get together and be a good which Caitlin. We're gonna put you on blast right now in front of 47 other people. Caitlin, would you let us interview you?
Yeah.
Say yes. Say yes. Say it. Say it. Okay, all right.
Anyway, Kenny said, "My missus and I are very affectionate people, and we both agree with you, Cheng." I like affection.
Thank you, and I like affection too. That's how you win. You know, she thinks she knows the secrets and the tricks to manipulate me.
I'm not trying to manipulate you. I know when I did something wrong, I know how to say sorry.
She won't say necessarily sorry. She'll just start kissing me and stuff because she know I'm a sucker. That's what I ain't a sucker for. I'm a sucker for her kissing me, and she know that is.
It doesn't work all the time, huh?
It worked most of the time. You know I'm a sucker for your kisses. Anyway, enough of that.
I get the cues.
Yeah. Yeah, you know the cue, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, okay, let's go.
So, Kathleen, I take it you mean Laguna, Philippines, and not Laguna Beach.
Not Laguna Beach.
Laguna, Philippines.
Yeah. Laguna is like south of us about 30 miles? Maybe not even 30 miles.
I don't know miles.
Maybe like kilometers. How many kilometers? Maybe. How far is Laguna from Makati?
2 hours from here.
Is it 2 hours?
Including traffic. Because it's traffic in the south.
Right. Okay. But not that far. Maybe like 20 kilometers. Maybe,
yeah.
Right? Okay, yeah. So not that far. Okay.
Yeah. Theo said, I want to ask a question about the food. How do you like Filipino food? The only food that Rich likes, Shanghai, made by my mom.
Yeah. If her mama makes it, I'm gonna eat it. If
Yeah,
Ching can cook pretty good too, but for the most part, she doesn't really cook Filipino dishes for me.
I do.
What do you
Mostly like chicken. I
what do
don't
you cook this?
chicken curry. Ah, it's not Filipino food.
Yeah, it's not
Okay, so
chicken curry, is not
chicken
Filipino.
curry and then some chicken with mushrooms and broccoli and whatever
Hey, is that
vegetable.
Filipino?
No, it's not Filipino,
Yeah.
but I mostly cook what he likes. Why am I
Yeah.
going to cook something that he will not eat? So
The answer to your question is um not an
I'm not
insult to Filipino people at all. I'm just not
feeling
I
it.
haven't found a lot of dishes that I enjoy that are here in the Philippines. However, when her mama cooks, I'm eating it.
Mm.
Period. There's no questions asked. I'm eating it. When she cooks, I'll eat it. But most of the time, she doesn't cook Filipino stuff for me.
I tried once. I think I gave you like sinigang,
Yeah.
salmon,
Yeah.
salmon
How'd that work
sinigang.
out?
You didn't really like it
Yeah,
because it's sour.
I was cool with
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
So yeah. So of course, when you better,
Shanghai.
yeah, Shanghai.
Shanghai, the lumpia, I'm eating it.
Mm.
I will get fat and full eating lumpia, especially when her mom cooks it.
Mhm.
Yes.
So Paul said, I try to watch the Fuentes interviews regularly. I labeled Mrs. Fuentes the real Filipina
Yeah,
Oprah.
she's good. She's good. She asks some poignant questions. She has some good, solid questions from people. And I like. You ever notice how she's always pulling people back into the picture? She's
Yeah.
always like pulling people back in. Like she always will grab their arm like they're being
Hey,
punished,
hey,
like
hey.
they're being punished and pull them back in. But she asks good questions. She really does.
Hmm.
I like her questions, and I subscribe to her channel.
Mark said, Chang is very cultured in my opinion. I think you found a very good woman.
Thanks, Mark.
Congrats, brother. I've dated very well educated and cultured Japanese and Singaporean women. I don't know about cultured, but thank you so much for your kind words and appreciation.
Yeah, yeah, that was very nice of Mark, right?
Yeah.
Rich
So
is
rich is so rich they named the city after me.
right.
You're on the roll, Mister.
Yeah,
Huh?
hopefully can they just exclude North Richmond? Just exclude that North Richmond's not a good area.
Really?
Yeah, not a good
Let's
area
talk
at all.
about that later.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah.
High Player said, yeah, I heard that about African dysfunction. The hatred of one
Yeah,
another. That
it's
concept
real.
is insane to me. I came from a very southern hospitality part of
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Yeah,
It's always
I had a
shocking.
girl. I had a
Yeah,
girl.
thank
Yeah.
you. So the tribal us. Go ahead.
Yeah. I'll say this. Something literally it's something that I learned about. Think about this. So there's 50. What is it? 52 or 54 countries in Africa, right? 54 countries. Google that real quick. 50, it's
Oh,
52
I
or
got it.
54. Anyway, so how come they've never been able? So it's easy. They've been divided and conquered multiple times, all over and over again. And the reason that they can never come together is because 54, right? It's because they don't get along with each other. So it's easy for foreigners to come in over all these centuries and keep conquering them and keep taking from them, keep taking the raw materials. They have all of this stuff that everybody in the world wants and that everybody in the world comes and takes because they can never get together and work together. And it's just that's been the history of Africa. They can never work together. If they ever worked together, Africa would probably be the most powerful continent in the world, but they just can't work together.
Mm.
Crazy.
So Mr. said that the tribalism is very real, but they
Yeah.
don't involve us African Americans
Nope.
into it. But being in the habit of not talking to strangers is also a thing. My South African ex-girlfriend only talked to me when we met in Laos because she thought I was from her tribe
Right.
until I opened my mouth and spoke. And I thought she was from Memphis until she spoke.
So she spoke, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I actually dated a girl from South Africa, and actually I learned a lot. And when I was in China, I had a couple of cats that I was good friends with, from Ghana and from Zambia and from Zimbabwe. Shout out to Davies, to Kemp, and to a couple other people. But anyway,
hmm.
but I learned a lot about African culture because in the U.S. we really don't know a lot, and so I pick their brains all the time to learn about why they did things the way they did and all that kind of stuff. So I learned a lot. I really did. Yeah.
So Kenny Muniz said, I agree with
Anthony.
Aunt, but my brother just made me laugh when you said Chen can have a complete one-on-one conversation by herself. Too fun.
Hey, just hang out with her. You will see. You will see her having one-on-one
Hoy!
conversations with herself.
Grabe,
You will
no.
see her doing it. Yeah. Anyway, but in your defense, I do it too. I got serious. You know what I'm saying? I can have a whole conversation
Conversation
about
with
talking
yeah,
about
he's
damn
getting
stuff.
angry
Right?
with
Yeah.
himself. What are
Yeah.
you doing, man?
The fuck is he? Yeah. The hell? What the? Right? I'm.
That's why
Yeah.
maybe we get along.
I can. Yeah. For real. For real. Yeah,
Because we
I
get
I'll give you that.
one-on-one
I'll
conversations
give you
with
that.
ourselves.
Yeah. I can't rip you because I'm guilty too, right?
So Kathleen said, the uy, grabe expression of Cheng.
Yeah.
Did you know that my boyfriend also getting used to my Tagalog expression like the ano?
I just this morning, just before we came on, same thing.
Yeah.
I get used to it. I mean, look, she's Filipina, so she's supposed to represent Philippines culture, right? So she talks how she talks, and it's up to me as a foreigner here to get used to how she talks. But we just kind of have to mesh in as far as the communication. But I like that she uses her her own expressions, her joke lang or whatever. I think it's kind of cool. I pick up on it
sometimes you thought it was something offensive. Uy, grabe.
Remember the one time?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I was. Yeah. I was.
But I apologize too, right?
You
I
did.
misunderstood you, and when I understood, I apologize, and I felt bad. I really felt bad because I kind of took it the wrong way. But yeah, we definitely had a misunderstanding. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's
I'm sorry,
okay.
we definitely had a misunderstanding.
But now he gets it because another friend said the same expression, and then he was like, "Oh, that's how the context of the expression."
I took that the wrong way.
I know. It was
really,
like so serious, and I'm like a kick puppy. But anyway,
I mean, you're gonna have those misunderstandings in different cultures. So yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So go to the pier in Dumaguete, and you have an advantage being black. I'm here right now, and I've seen so many black Asian couples.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, so if you mess up, I'm off to Dumaguete.
I'll be on the lookout every time.
I got you.
The big boss Herbie, you in the club now, especially as a fellow football player. Oh,
that's what I'm saying. Herbie, where'd you play, bro? Where'd you play? Right, University of Montana alum. Right. All right.
Really?
Okay.
Kathleen said we might want to meet you, me, and my American boyfriend when he's here first week of March this year. Save the date.
Come on with it, Kathleen. Yeah. Let's do it. Let's get together. Let's get together.
Send us an email, Kathleen.
Hit us up, or just hit us up on. You can hit us up. Give us your phone number personally through email. Yeah, through email, and then we can hook up on WhatsApp. Okay. Okay.
So Dumaguete has a black Asian YouTuber out there.
Word?
I haven't heard that.
I didn't. What's the YouTuber's name? I'm just out of curiosity. We can jump on their channel and check them out, right? Okay. 2 hours. Kathleen said it's 2 hours to out there. Okay.
Okay. The only way a woman can manipulate me is if she can make me some real good chicken parmesan.
She can cook, man. I'm just saying she can cook and she, you know what though, I don't like to give her too much credit, but I like to give credit where credit is due. It's different. We're coming from different cultures, and she's learning to communicate in a way that I don't think she had to communicate before. And it's not always easy, but she understands when she needed to communicate better. And so I don't know. We do pretty good. We do pretty damn good overall. I think we do better than a whole bunch of other people, but there's work to be done. Sometimes I'm not as patient as I could be. I'm 1,000 times more patient than I used to be, but sometimes I don't have time. Like somebody said about New York, I don't have time for all this, all the BS and all this, a million words when I just need you to say 10 words, right? Let's get to the point and money is time. Time is money. So anyway, we're working on it. It's work in progress, but I appreciate you. I ain't trading you in for nobody.
Oh, thank you.
Nobody, no damn Dumaguete.
You're coming. Yeah. I'm coming with you.
That's right.
Put me inside the suitcase.
If I'm going to Dumaguete, then damn it, you're going to Dumaguete too.
Okay. Yeah. Fist bump.
That's what's up. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So Kathleen said we measure the distance, but by how the traffic situation here.
Right. Yeah.
Yes, we don't
Yeah.
measure by
Yeah.
kilometers; it's
That
by
doesn't work.
traffic.
Right.
Yeah. So, uh, Black Asian, what stuff are you watching online? Apollo Sun. Black Asian. Okay.
Yeah. I think that's supposed to be black. I think
Black.
it's, yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I would like to know the name of that channel. If you got the name of that channel, let us know. Mike said Ching reminds me of my wife. Just I just be quiet, and she's so funny from the Philippines.
Sometimes because
Yeah.
sometimes you just need to be quiet because you'll be in a lot more trouble when you open your mouth and you might regret what you're going to say, especially when you're at the peak of your emotions. And when I let him know now that when I stay quiet and then I do that, I do my breathing, I'm trying to calm myself because I don't want to say anything that I will regret. I don't want
Yeah.
my bags to be out the door. I don't want my shoes to be out the door. So respect is very important. So
It
it
is.
it takes 1 to 2 minutes for you to just be quiet and calm yourself before you talk.
Mhm.
So yeah.
Agreed. Agreed with everything you said. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
So you don't like the balut? He tried it.
Yeah, you saw it. Slick Rick, did you see the video? It was like one of our first videos, wasn't it?
Yes.
Like way back in the day
And
where I
we
tried
weren't
balut. Yeah,
weren't even a thing.
we weren't even a couple, right?
Yeah, we're just
We were just
doing.
shooting stuff. We were just going
Yeah,
around shooting stuff, and we did street food. If you haven't seen the video, it was like one of the very first videos, and was it a short?
a short. It's a short.
Yeah, I think, and it did pretty good for that. I mean, for that time. So, but yeah, there's a video of me eating balut. We kind of arranged it and directed it a little bit, and
Mm,
it worked out okay. But I mean, it
yeah,
was way back in the day, though. Okay.
yeah. Chicken adobo. I think he finds it too salty.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
little too
it's
salty for
too
me. Yeah,
salty. So
I know it's a
my
big thing there, though.
mhm. Yeah, but Mikey said, are there many comedy clubs in Manila? There are a lot of comedy clubs, but most of the comedians here throw in Filipino humor, so you won't really get to understand the humor that we
Yeah.
throw in comedy clubs, and also it's in the vernacular language. It's in Filipino, so
Oh, yeah.
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 And also, when you come in comedy clubs with a foreigner, you'll get applause. You know why? Because they will tell you, congratulations to the Filipino who is now pulled out from poverty, because
Okay.
because that's one of the jokes that they'll normally throw in.
No, so you got to get there early.
Yeah.
Get,
Because you
don't
don't
be
want
late. Yeah.
yeah, don't be late because when they spot you, yeah. So Mr. I like beef caldereta, pancit canton, fried rice, chicken tinola, and lumpia. I will be starting to introduce him little by little into Filipino dishes, and I think that it will be according to his taste palette. But of course, Vernon, thank you so much.
Shout,
We always
yeah,
appreciate you.
absolutely. Yeah,
Shout
let's
out to
make
you.
sure we don't. We only have 8 minutes left. I want
Yes.
to make sure we get a shout out to Vernon.
Yes.
Vernon, thank you so much for the super chat. We
Also
really
from last
appreciate
night.
that, and
Oh.
for last night's, really appreciate that. Totally unexpected, but always appreciated. So thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay, now go ahead and continue. I just wanted to make sure that we
Mm-hmm.
acknowledge Vernon.
Yeah, so I think he likes vegetables, so it's not really
I need
hard
vegetables. I need vegetables,
to make
people.
him eat
Yeah.
vegetables. I
Yeah.
just have to make it a little more flavorful next time, because a lot it is paired with rice, and he doesn't really like to eat rice most of the time.
It's not
So
I don't like to eat it. It's just it's such a staple food here. I want more than chicken and rice.
mhm.
So I
So
want vegetables. I need
yeah, you
vegetables.
need
Yeah.
vegetables, but it's like a chicken broth with
Mhm.
so it needs to be paired with rice though.
Right.
So um yeah. So Jack Payne 54. I'm sorry, I'm not getting it.
I don't know, but 54.
What's 54? Sorry.
54? What is 54?
Yeah, Jack
Oh,
Payne.
50 countries in Africa. Yeah.
Okay,
We
yeah,
picked it up.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Countries in Africa.
Thank
There
you,
you go.
thank
Got it.
you.
Yeah, got it.
Kenny said, Rich, my brother, as far as Africa goes, I agree 100% with you, word for word.
Much appreciated. Yeah.
John Armwood said, I've dated a lot of African women. I was in Africa Studies major at Hunter College, CUNY.
That's why I gotta talk with
I
John.
have many African friends. Nigerians can be difficult, but my closest friend in college was from. I understand.
Yeah, I was just saying,
Because I
understand.
have a lot of people.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I encounter a lot of them in the elevator, and
Yeah.
I'll just keep quiet.
Yeah.
This is the part that
John, we understand. We understand. And John, but one of my dreams is to. This is why I really want. We have to hook up, John. One of my dreams. I want to go to Africa. I specifically, I want to go to Tanzania. I want to go to Zambia.
Africa.
I want to go to Kenya, Zimbabwe, and maybe South Africa, Eritrea, and
Tanzania,
uh,
Eritrea.
Eritrea, maybe Egypt. Yeah, to see
Mm,
the pyramids. But I really want to see Africa. I really
mm,
do. I would love to pick your brain. I'd love to hear your stories.
mhm.
I could listen to African stories for
Yeah.
hours. Yeah,
When I go to Africa, I'm going to dance. This time for
Africa.
Africa.
I know. That's
Sa
what,
mena mena.
yeah,
And then we're
I
going
always
to do
think
like
that
a
song too.
video.
Yeah, yeah,
Every time I'll do this
yeah.
in every landmark. Okay,
I
so
whenever we get in the elevator with some African people, that's the first song that pops into my mind.
yeah, this
It's
time
like,
for
yeah,
Africa.
but I'm like,
I don't
I
want
better
to
not say
offend.
nothing. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't want to say nothing.
I
But
don't
it's
want
the
to
first
offend
thing that
them.
pops into my mind, though, right?
Yeah, so
Right.
Kenny said, my brother, I know that I've said this before because it's true. You two mesh perfectly together, and what makes your videos boom.
We
Thank
appreciate it.
you.
We appreciate it, Kenny. Look, we have a lot of fun making the videos. We do a lot of videos with even the people in our audience in mind. We put a lot of thought. I direct the videos.
Yes, he
I
does.
direct the videos, and I direct them thinking about our audience. I really do. I want to make them fun, but I want to make things informational. I want to make things funny, and but I want to get
Natural.
across the point too
Mm.
sometimes, especially when it comes to foreigners and the habits we have about dating certain people or things we should and shouldn't do when we come here. I want to make the points, but we have a lot of fun making them. We really have a lot of fun. You should see us editing our own videos because half the time we're cracking up
Yeah.
watching the videos and thinking about what people are going to say.
Say,
Yeah,
yeah, most of the time when I do the editing, the first part of the editing
yeah.
where all the other stuff goes in,
Hmm.
and then he do the final editing, what goes in, what goes out. Okay, so we know he knows when I'm editing because I when I laugh and then he just what are you
Yeah.
doing? Because I'm making the bloopers. Okay, so what makes it you only put in what's funny to the funny if it's funny to you, it's funny to them. So
Yeah.
that's always my consideration. Yeah. So also, okay, Kathleen, nice. You'll get in touch with us through email. Thank
Definitely,
you.
please do. That would be it would be awesome to get together. That'd be
Hmm.
super cool. Okay?
Okay, so Big Boss played at Michigan. Go Blue.
What? Word? Okay, Big Herb, I hear you. I hear you. Well,
Okay.
props to you. We never played Michigan. We would have got crushed.
Yeah.
Crushed.
Black
Yeah.
Paul Godwin, huh?
72 to nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, Black Americans usually acknowledge each other with
We
the
do.
right on bro nod, and then
Yeah.
they know you or not.
Yeah. That's
Mm,
that's what I told you, right?
mm,
You know when there's a Black American or even a Canadian, a Black Canadian, we will always acknowledge each other.
mm,
Always.
mhm.
Always. Yeah.
So the continent of Africa is the oldest in the world, but I've been to Dakar,
Mhm.
Senegal. Some people live like in 1,800. So sad.
1800.
1,800.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty crazy.
Mm. Yes, I remember. It took you a long time to eat it. Yeah, he
Yeah.
was going back
Yeah.
and
I was
forth
like,
because
yeah, yeah.
he saw the
I
feathers. So
saw the feathers in the eye. I saw a damn duck's eye and a beak.
Mhm.
And I'm like, man, can I really rock like this? Yeah, it was the balloon
Mm.
was a tough one. I would do it again, but it's not like something I
I
would
would
do on a
make you
regular
try,
basis.
honey, the penoy
Mm,
only. Sorry, the penoy doesn't
mhm.
have a duck. It's like a egg yolk only. You like
Okay.
egg, so it's a egg yolk only.
Okay.
I'll let you try penoy. Mister, I think beef caldereta should be a good dish to try. You already tried it, to be honest.
I like that.
My brother cooked it for you.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, the beef one with the sauce and everything.
Is that the last time?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was good.
yeah.
That one was good.
That was
That
beef
was good. Yeah.
caldereta.
Okay, I didn't know what that was called,
Yeah,
but that
beef
was pretty
stew.
good. Yeah.
So that's
Richie can throw down. He can cook
it's his
pretty good. Yeah.
birthday today.
Oh, word.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta run over there. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway,
So countries in Africa. Yeah, gotcha. Thank you.
right.
Thank you. Yeah. So loving person, can a Filipina have you deported from the Philippines if you break up with her for revenge, even if you haven't violated any Philippine laws?
She can't have you deported, but
Mm.
the government can. And always believe this: the government is going to side with her every single time. Every single time they're going to side with her. You are not. Yeah. No matter how much they look at foreigners and think highly of foreigners, they are always going to side with their own people.
Mm.
Period.
Yeah. So let's just make it real quick so we don't miss out on anyone. Slick Rick, Said, well, Richie and Cheng, you do both great job on your videos. They're very entertaining.
We
Thank you
appreciate
so
you, bro.
much. Yeah.
Appreciate and for Slick Rick, just a quick shout
Shout
out to
out.
you, brother, because I enjoy me and you have a little chat thing going on where we chat even off cam and day to day, and I really appreciate that. I don't have a lot of dudes that I hang out with here. I really don't. I mean, it's just this is kind of
The
my
only
partner,
dude.
yeah. So and her brother, her
Mm.
Richard, me and Richard hang out a little bit, but it's cool to have somebody to chat with. So I really enjoy that. If any of you guys, I mean, just for chats, I mean, you can hit me with your number, and I'll add you to my WhatsApp, and we can chop it up a little bit.
Mhm.
I do work during the weekdays. I do work during the weekdays. Obviously, I'm teaching classes, so I can be a little bit busy during the weekdays. But outside of that, I love chopping up with fellas. I really do.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Rich, were you in the military? If so, were you in the legal field?
I wish I was a JAG. I wish. I didn't know anything about JAG. Yes, in short, I was in the Army for a very short time. I didn't know anything about JAG. I was an enlisted person. And if I had known what I knew, it still wouldn't have mattered because I ruptured my Achilles tendon. So
Mm.
I couldn't have gone back into the military because I've ruptured my Achilles tendon multiple times on both feet. So not a long, couldn't have gone back into the military. But if I could have, I would have joined the JAG Corps, and I probably would have gone OCS and become an officer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Apollo the Sun God. Yeah, we acknowledged Janelyn Filipina, the Filipina Life with Janelyn. She was here earlier. I think she
Yeah,
is.
check out her channel. Check
Yeah,
out her
it's
channel.
here
Oh, you
already.
got it? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right.
Okay. And also dinuguan is lami kaayo. So lami kaayo is ta- taste good.
Oh,
Okay, it's
okay, cool.
Bisaya for taste
Lami
good.
kaayo.
Lami
Okay.
kaayo.
Okay.
So Paul, I don't know if Rich would like dinuguan, but I would love him to try because my mom also cooks good dinuguan. So it's like meat with intestines and all that.
Oh, goodness. Okay. I don't know if that
And
sounds appealing to me, right?
pig's blood.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. So Mike T, thank you.
Appreciate you, Mike. Much appreciated.
So we haven't
yeah,
really touched
we
this
never got to it, but that's okay. Yeah.
yeah. So we can have this on our next.
Yeah, we can talk about. We were going to ask one of the questions, and you know what? Maybe actually, I'm going to make a poll. I'm
Yeah.
actually going to do a poll.
We'll leave
and we
it.
can, yeah, we
We'll
can
leave
leave that
it,
for the
yeah.
poll, so I won't even discuss it.
Mm.
You guys, our time is up. 2 hours. We got a lot of stuff to do on this Saturday, and we really appreciate you guys joining us for a live chat. Hope you guys enjoy us. If you guys have ideas, the last thing we want in the world is for people to come on here and be bored to death. If you guys have ideas about things you want to talk about, let us know. Hit us up. Put it to us in the comments. Send us an email anytime. Your emails are welcome. We will read them. We will take them into account. And just like your comments, we will always respond. Okay.
Yeah, Slick Rick, I just want to give a shout out to you because you're always, I can give you the early bird award. You're always early when it comes, always on time when it comes to premieres of our videos. Thank you so much. We always appreciate
In Russian,
you.
we would say "Moy drug."
Moy
drug.
Moy drug.
Yeah, my friend. Yeah. Moy drug.
Moy
Yeah.
drug.
All right. So yeah, thank you guys a lot. You guys have a great, enjoy your weekend. You guys that are still on Valentine's Day, enjoy the rest of your Valentine's Day. We love you guys and we appreciate you guys for helping us to do what we do. And we will see you on Monday. We'll see you guys on Monday with our next video, which is going to be a good video.
Yes.
You will definitely like this next video.
Yes.
You might be a little angry watching this next video.
Yes.
You might be a little angry. So anyway, but we'll see you guys on Monday.
Yeah.
All right. So take care. Deuces, y'all.
We're out.